So, would anybody care to do the recap? Don't all jump to it.
So I wanted to read.
Yeah. I gotta step out for a sec. I'll be right back.
I see how it is.
So I want to read out. We got back to Piermont. We talked to the head of the guard. We talked to uh, Gerald. Did a little bit of shopping there. Went to and arranged for the next morning to go to Fort Vignan. We did that venture. We got towards the fort. We did some exploring there. Found an inn. Talked to the innkeeper. Found out about a clan, Cineron, which was the local nobles in the castle. They were having some issue with a mine, some situation there that we were going to talk to them and perhaps investigate. And we did some additional shopping in Fort Vignan. I think that was it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Alright, so we'll see if Roll20 gives me troubles like it was yesterday. Hopefully not.
Oh, I see the visual thing. This is working.
Yep, I made it. I got it so everybody can see shit now.
Nice. So what happened with the other person who is possibly joining?
That is at the very least, it's not happening today. It's not happening right now. I don't know why. Maybe it should have been obvious, but I mentioned, I was like, hey, yeah, if you want to, you can join in, blah blah blah, whatever. And he was all for it. And then when I was like, oh, by the way, make sure you have like this, and this, um, he was like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So essentially, he doesn't have a very good microphone, or like maybe his just doesn't work at all. But it was like a big deal. So I'm like, it's fine.
Oh.
I was like, that's kind of a deal breaker if you don't have a microphone, then.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I suppose I'll just wait a second for Alan. So how's everyone's week?
I spent 2 hours in traffic trying to get to work this morning.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, that really sucks.
You imagine in Michigan, where we get tons of snow, people wouldn't freak out when it snows, but apparently not.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just crazy. People are like that in Maine too.
No.
Like, holy shite.
Yeah.
Solidified water flakes. Run for the hills.
Well, it doesn't help that they insist on salting and then not plowing effectively here. So instead of just packed snow, you get like inches of slush.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I was disappointed this time. It snowed here in Kansas City as well, and I live in a, I don't know, a pretty standard neighborhood. But the street that I live on is pretty steep, and it's super fun when it ices and people have trouble getting up the hill. But this, like, they were on the ball with the salt. They pre-salted this time, so I didn't even get to watch anybody try to struggle up the hill.
We had a spot like that when I grew up in Connecticut. There was a hill to get to my neighborhood. It was like it was a curve downhill to a stop sign on the bottom of the hill, and that stop sign essentially became optional in winter
Yeah,
because no one could ever stop. The people across the way end up just putting boulders on their front lawn because they kept getting people to fly across there.
What's it called? I got back in the middle of Hellfum story. There's something like that right next to me too, but it's instead of just a hill, it's a little valley. So if that ice is, it's like horizontally, it's maybe 500 feet or so. Vertically though, it drops like, I don't know, probably about 2 stories ish. So it's like you just dive down into this valley. It's like a 25 area, but once you get into everyone drives like 35 there anyways, and at the bottom of that valley, you're usually hitting like 45 to 50, depending on like if you keep on the gas through it. People go through that in the winter and like go flying off into the woods on either side of it because a turn also.
Yeah. And that's the hard part, is keeping enough momentum to get up a hill and not having too much to like fly out the second it starts turning.
Hmm.
Though it's not an excuse in Michigan when there's no freaking hills, and people still freak out, cause accidents. Well, regardless.
All right. So is Ed in Discord yet? I see he just popped in.
Yeah, he's in the Discord.
Haven't heard him talk yet, though.
Ed, can you hear us?
Nope.
Tell you what, Ed's got to get a microphone
Issues.
for Christmas or something.
Just restart Discord.
All right.
I think he can hear us, but not the other way around.
So I'm gonna try.
What?
Oh,
He popped
hear
through
you.
for a second.
Oh,
There you are.
you guys hear me now?
Ed. Yep, we hear you. Do you
Nope.
hear
You
us?
can hear me, but I can't hear you. Hang on.
I wonder what the issue is with him.
I want like his mic and his
There we go.
speakers seem to be oh. I imagine it's on Discord's end. Discord does janky
No,
stuff.
no,
like
it's
that.
my headphones. There, whenever the kids unplug my headphones, I got the USB headphones, and they plug in their other thing. I keep forgetting to go in and change settings to put it back to this.
Oh, I
Mhm.
see.
Alrighty, so let's bash.
Sweet.
Murder hobo.
All right. So just so you know, Ed, we talked a little bit last week, about just all the role playing in like the shops and all the little stuff. So we're gonna try, I think, to minimize it a little bit.
Okay.
Just a heads up. I'm sure you're not too disappointed about that.
Yeah, you know, it's fun either way.
All right. All right. So we went over the recap, and I believe where we left off was everybody was preparing, and then the next day, which is today, so this morning, everybody was going to get ready to go talk to somebody at the castle, at the keep. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think we left off heading back to the inn for the night. No, we were heading back to just get ready, I think, right?
Oh, I think it was. I think it was like.
Oh,
Oh
you
yeah,
had the change. You had
yeah.
the
We were
change
we
is
were
what it
gonna
was.
go take sleep because it was getting late at that point. So we were going to go then the following morning.
Yeah, no, we went in the morning, went to the tailor and stuff, and then we purchased the stuff. Went to the armor maker for Branagor.
Yep.
Talked to him a bit, and then we were gonna head back to the inn so you could change into the nice clothes for the meeting.
And
And
grab Ed at this point, I guess.
yeah, and so that I could grab my horse, I think.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, yeah. So
All right.
yeah, you're going to the inn. I'm going to the stables. I guess Brandcor's also going with you to the inn.
Okay.
So at the stables, you're met by the young boy who waves you over, and kind of gives you a quick nod and quickly takes your horse over and um, hands you the reins.
All right.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you. But can you do one thing for me? Can you take my stable bags and just keep them in the stables there, just tucked away? No one will get at them. I'm just gonna have the the saddle, the horse cloth on there, and that's it for
Of
now.
course, of course. Yep, yep. And
Okay.
he goes and he just immediately starts clearing a little space for it.
Okay, then I just grab the pole that I purchased from the traveling merchant. Just affix one of the small pennants that I have now onto that. And for now, I just roll it up and put it onto the side of the horse where the lance would normally go, and just make my way off after saying my thanks to the boy.
Okay. And as you leave, you can see him. He's just like hastily, doing what he was told, and he seems like very excited. The few times you've walked by him, you see like he takes care of the animals, but besides that, it doesn't seem like he has like much to do. So he just kind of tends to, the area. So he's pretty happy to just have something to do. All right. So back at the inn, you guys you change and you get ready.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything special any of you are doing besides that?
Nope, not for me.
Not for me.
I'm just gonna wait. I want to use this ability, but I want to use it like right before we get to the castle because it only lasts an hour.
Okay. And that is disguise self or alter self or whatever it is.
Yeah. And whenever I do change, I just want to be a human, average looking human, and in some kind of plate armor or something. So I kind of look like a guard.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. You've seen quite a few of that type around like Shen. Shen is mostly human.
Okay.
All right, 10-4. So you guys make your way through the city, and eventually you make your way up to where the entryway is for the keep, and it's there's like a long walkway. It's a slight incline, and you see up to the keep there's just several pairs of guards. There's maybe like 6 guards on the way up, just like right at the beginning of the walkway, right at the end, and right in the middle. They don't seem to stop you, but you can see they're definitely looking at you.
Okay.
I look back at him and wink.
as we
One of them winks back.
as we start getting to to the closest set of guards. I'm gonna ride up to them and ask, are any of the nobles of the clan Cineran available to take an audience at the moment?
So you come up to this gentleman. He's just kind of like a human, bulkier looking type. He seems to be out of tension, and well, I can't say what their business is for certain, but if you're looking to talk to the nobility, you're gonna want to head up that way. And he points to obviously like where the keep is, and with his gesture, he says, "You're if you don't have an appointment, hoping you're somebody of importance, but you're definitely gonna want to talk to the steward."
All right, thank you very much. Good night.
And he just gives you kind of like a head nod, and then like straightens his posture.
Then the only other thing I'm going to do on our way up there is I'm just going to unfurl the banner, I guess, the little pennant, and just hold that as we go up.
Okay, it looks very fancy, very proper.
Very pennanty.
That's right.
Make a good
You got
impression
it.
for them.
At the AL East pennant?
Okay. So you make your way up this pathway, and it's mostly like nicer cobble and stuff like that. And it kind of breaks way, and before the actual keep, there's like a small like iron gate with these last two guards, and the gate is currently closed. And beyond that, you see there's kind of like a courtyard, just a very nice like you see like just two singular large trees and just a very nice like looks almost like a garden path or something like that that loops around the back, and then you see obviously like the keep itself, maybe 30 yards or so like from this small iron gate that you're at. And as you approach, the guards kind of come to attention, and they're just looking at you as you approach. Can we help you, sir?
Good afternoon. I am Alan of House Beaumont. I was hoping to have an audience with any of the nobles here of Clan Cineran.
Of course. Are you here by appointment?
No, I'm afraid I'm just coming into the city. I just wanted to just make myself known here in the parts and also inquire about some troubles I had heard.
Very well. Give us just a moment. We'll have someone escort you.
Thank you.
And at that, he looks over to like his partner and gives him like a hand sign, and then he opens the gate, shuts it behind him, and then he goes off towards the keep. You can see that the partner guy, he's just standing at attention. He's not really interacting. He's just kind of very like I can't remember what the term is, but in like Britain,
Like
whatever
Buckingham Palace guards?
Yes, yeah, just like looking straight ahead and not really acknowledging anything. Yeah, so several minutes later, you see this gentleman come back, and he has another pair of guards with him. He opens the gate. All right this way. Come with me. And he kind of leads at the front, and the other two guards kind of wrap around the back of you guys to escort you. So as you walk through this kind of like garden area, you just see it's just like very well done, very lovely. You can see an assortment of like various flowers, and it's like cherry blossom trees and things like that. It just looks like very like simple but fancy. And you approach the keep. It has like a large portcullis, which is it's open right now. It go and then going into that inner sanctum is maybe another small um, like garden-esque area similar to this obviously but smaller, a small courtyard, and then like the main entry to the keep. And at this point you can see there's obviously guards stationed around, and you see some other servant folk going to and fro, um, doing whatever it is that they do. And the guard leads you up to the wooden doors of the main keep, and um, gestures to the other two guards to let you all in. So as you go into the main keep, it's all, you know, very like nice rigid stonework. It seems to be um, a newer keep. Just it doesn't appear to be ancient. And as you come in, you're greeted with like this very nice wide open foyer with like this grand staircase that goes up and then, you know, to the sides. And the main guard that led you in comes in, and he turns around to you and says, "All right, wait here just a moment. I need to grab the steward." And he walks off. So a few moments of kind of like awkward silence with these guards that are just kind of, you know, standing right next to you, kind of as close as they can get in your face without touching you. You see the guard comes back with I don't know, probably a mid-30s or so woman. She looks very like she has silk robes on. She just looks like very nice. She has like long blonde hair with like these big kind of spectacles on. And they come up. Hello. What? How can I help you today? I hear you've seeking an audience.
Good afternoon, madam. I'm Alan of House Beaumont. I just wished to pay my respects as I was going to be spending some time here in the city of the local lord. I also was curious about some troubles I had heard from the townsfolk. Me and my companions here have been solving some problems for local cities, banker, businessmen, and guards, and we were curious if we could help with your problems as well.
Of course. Come in, come in. And she leads you away from the large foyer, not up the stairs, but kind of like behind the stairs. There's like the room continues on, and she leads you down a small hallway into a room that's kind of like lined with bookshelves. It appears to be almost like a large office or kind of workspace area. And she turns to you and yes. Now, you said your name was Beaumont. Family name?
Indeed.
I can't say I've heard of the Beaumonts. Do you have any title? Any papers?
Yes, I do have my scroll of pedigree, and I just present it to her. We do not come from these parts. We come from south across the Gulf.
Ah. Okay. And she takes a few moments and just scans over the pedigree. Seems legitimate. Well, Mr. Beaumont, it's a pleasure. And she gives a slight curtsy.
It's a pleasure for me as well, madam.
So, you're here to help. Do you have anything in particular that you have heard of, or you're just looking for any sort of work?
We had heard rumors of some troubles to the north, I believe, in the mines.
Yes, the mines. The Vignan Quarry. It's one of our greatest sources of income here in this region.
See, any troubles there must be having quite an impact on the city then.
Yes, to be honest. We've sent a couple of stronger, supposedly skilled individuals, but haven't heard back from them. I don't know the intimate details of every person that's gone missing, but apparently many have gone missing in the mines to the point where um, we can't get a workforce to do the labor. Most are too scared to go into the mines, and for good reason. We haven't heard back from anyone who's been reported missing.
So there's no word of what exactly is causing these people to go missing?
Well, it's a very big compound, to be honest. Everybody that we've sent to search in there hasn't come back. But at least from what I hear, whatever it is appears to be lower in the mines. We've cautioned off the second level, if you will.
I see. And you'd be willing to allow us to help you deal with these issues?
Of course, if that's truly what you wish. You certainly have the papers, and you all, and she gestures to all of you, you look like a fairly handy bunch of people. Are these your guards, your servants?
Not servants, for the most. I do have my guard here. Not the talkative sort, but the other two here, no, they are companions who have joined us.
Servants. Yeah. Man can wipe his own ass when he needs to.
And she kind of like adjusts her glasses and
I give a shrug and then a kind of awkward bow.
We're all rather familiar with each other.
I wink at her.
she blushes a little bit and kind of okay. You can, of course, take a look if you're willing, but do be careful. That much is certain. We're not sure entirely what it is, and we've been waiting on a representative of the Arcanum. The Arcanum is the Mages Guild. Just so you know.
Okay. Did you dispatch a letter to them asking for help as well?
Yes, this was maybe a week or so ago, but you know, they're quite busy folk, in demand, and certainly not cheap.
Well, I don't believe our services will cost as much as the Arcanum. We are not the most well-off group of individuals, though, so if we could receive some compensation after we deal with this, that would be greatly appreciated.
Of course. We pay for honorable service here.
I see. And relating to this matter, is there anyone we should contact in the mines to inform them that we were sent by you?
Yes. You're gonna want to go speak to Gognar Torvald. He's the quarry master.
I see. And I don't believe we ever caught your name. Who should we tell is the one who sent us?
Oh, my name is... Hold on, let me confer with my notes here. Because I had it scribbled down. My name is Kala. Kala Gresser.
Kala? Yes?
Correct. And she gives you a slight curtsy and extends her hand.
See, well, I take her hand, kiss the back, and say, "The pleasure is mine to meet you."
She blushes and kind of pulls her hand away.
I see. And, well, if that matter is settled that we will be helping, is there any way that we can meet with any of the lords here? Lords or ladies?
Well, it depends who you want to speak to. The master is out on business right now. I'm kind of handling the affairs here. But there are other members of the nobility here.
I see. Well, mostly we meant to talk the business of what's going on in the mines, but I suppose we were also here to just pay our respects as we are going to spend some time in the town and hopefully not cause any trouble, but if we did, best to, stay responsible for it.
Good plan of action.
See, so would you recommend that we meet with whoever the current elder in the keep is, or would it be better to just leave a message with you for the master once they're returned?
Again, it depends who you'd like to talk to, but if you're looking to see the master, he is a very, very busy gentleman. It may be easier to get a hold of possibly the mistress or their children. There is the master's brother. There are very many here who either reside in the keep or around. Again, it may not be the easiest to enter into their social circle, but if you're looking to say hello, I might be able to arrange something.
Well, I think we all would agree that we would be happy to meet with the mistress or with the master's brother. Do you all agree?
Of course, of course. Um, Hold on, just one moment. And she goes over to the desk that she has and she starts like pondering over some papers. Well, I don't know if I can disturb the mistress right now. Are you free tomorrow, or will you be heading out
That's
to the
okay.
mines
We'll be in
today?
the mines. I think we can forego meeting her.
We
We've
can,
obviously talked to a duly representative person and all that noble crap stuff. So let's go hunt some mines.
it would also be, I think, more impressive to me after resolving one of their issues.
Very true.
With that, yeah.
Would it be easier to make an appointment and return after we have dealt with the issues in your minds?
Of course. How long do you think it'll take you?
How far is the mine?
The mines are approximately outside of town, maybe eight or so miles.
Shouldn't be more than a day or two, I think. Depends on how big the mines are.
Perhaps make the appointment for 3 to 4 days from now, whichever would be more convenient.
Question: how far are we away from the meeting date?
I think we're still
I think we're still
I think
like
we're-
8.
5 days or
We're
6
like,
days.
yeah, I think it's still like 5-6
Yeah,
days.
as of today, 6 days from today.
Okay, I'm gonna start marking.
That's when you need to leave. Is 6 days from today.
Okay, then yeah, we should still be fine with 3 to 4 days from now having the appointment.
Okay, we'll make it. We'll make it for 4. I'm hoping the master may be back by then.
It would be a pleasure to meet you.
Of course, and she gives you a curtsy. Well then, Mr. Beaumont, is there anything else I can help you with?
I do not believe so. I believe we can discuss more matters after we've dealt with the problems.
Very well.
Unless anyone else here, Felix, Cleese, do either of you have anything?
No, I'm for leaving.
No, I think we're fine.
I think you nobles yap too much.
Well, since it is seeming to drain on Cleese quite a bit, I think we will have to make our way now. Lady Kala.
Of course. Very well. Very well. And she again gives us like courtesy. She opens the door for you all to go through. Afterwards, you see that the guards are all waiting outside. The ones that escorted you in, and then she kind of lets them take over, and she gives you all a bow and turns to you, Alan. Mr. Beaumont and company, best of luck to you. And
Best of luck to you in whatever ventures you have.
thank you again from the House of Sinran.
Right, with that, I'll give a short bow and go on with the guards.
All
Did
right.
we get directions?
It's a mine. Won't be hard to find.
It's only 8 miles
It's only
out.
a hole in the ground.
Sure we can ask people on our way. No need to trouble them. I'm sure Cleese was beginning to chafe from being in the presence of, what's it called? Not enough alcohol, perhaps.
Entered people.
Fair enough.
All right. Very well. So you're led back out through the iron gate, and the guard that escorted you sends off the other two that were kind of on your flank. And as he closes the iron gate, he kind of gets back into position and gives you all a nod. Best of luck to you folk.
Thank you. I just give a
Thank you.
nod myself.
All right, let's go gather our horses and go for a ride, shall we?
Sounds like a plan.
I need to
Alright.
go back and retrieve my stuff now from the stables. But other than that, I say, because it's still like afternoon, right? Like early afternoon or like noonish.
Yeah, by now, I mean, it was like early morning and you guys got ready and stuff, so it didn't take you that long. It's probably like 11 o'clock, and then with everything, like 11:30 or so. Yeah, so about noon. Less than noon.
All right, yeah. So we're going to head to the mine and sleep there tonight, I suppose.
Might as well. We're going to sleep there sometime. Might as well be tonight.
Okay. I'm just going to
Find out what's happening and then go hunt some doggies.
okay. I'll head to the stable, pick up my bags, and meet you all at the north gate then.
Did you guys write down the name of the dude?
Gognar Torvan?
Gognar?
Is that right?
I call him Bob for short, but I spell it backwards to remember.
Yep, Gognor. All right. So, looking around and asking around, it's quite easy to figure out where the quarry is. Most everyone knows its general direction. It's north of town. I'll go. Realize I didn't put you guys on the world map. All right. So I suppose I'll put a marker down where it is. So yeah, it's going to take two hexes to get to. Just because of the way it's located, it's technically like two. If you guys want to roll,
We're still level 3, right?
still level 3 right now. Yep.
All right, cool. Go ahead and roll her. 6.
Was it 1d6?
1d6. You guys are gonna move 2 hexes, so you have to roll twice.
Grab the other one. I think I'm 3 for 3.
Did you
Gosh,
got another?
Felix always getting us into trouble or something.
I think I am 3 for 3.
It's bad luck.
We're good. We got good
Oh,
events.
yeah.
It's okay. It's probably just a hungry dog or something.
All right.
I'm
So
widow.
I just marked where it was. Okay. So you guys move here. Boop.
Some widow coming back from the
And then-
mines telling us to find her man.
Yeah, and then so you guys encounter kind of where the mines are. All right. So okay. So as you guys are passing, you can see where you believe the quarry would be. Kind of like miles up ahead. It's somewhat hilly here, but as you guys kind of look off to the right and the left of you, you just see various what appears to be ruins um, around you, just kind of like scattered throughout. You just see like broken like stone. Um, it's with like square edges and things like that that are maybe 5-6 feet high. So it appears that maybe some sort of um, old civilization might have been here, something like that. Just kind of scattered throughout your journey, like while you're walking to the quarry.
Huh, check out that. Should we take a little cut through there? Looks interesting.
We're probably not going to get anything done today. If you guys want to, we can poke about, see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, we're not going to head into the mines tonight, so.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
only like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, by the time you get here, it's probably closer to, because you've done that,
It didn't
maybe
take
like
that
2.
long for 8 miles.
Yeah, it depends what kind of pace, but you know, like going an average like 3 miles an hour or so.
That's our walking speed. Horses are faster.
Right. Well, like I think
We only got one horse.
3 would be if you weren't really if you're just kind of walking. You could probably get like 3.5 or 4 miles an hour if you're like briskly walking.
There you go.
But
2 o'clock.
yeah, so
It's up to you guys. You want to continue on or you want to explore? Or... Looks like a pile of rocks to me.
Figure we can poke around at least, see if it's anything interesting. If it is just a pile of rocks, then it's not like we wasted time, really. We're not going to do anything with it.
Could be related too. We're pretty close to the mine itself.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe something crawled out of these ruins and down into the mines.
I think it's worth checking out.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to then.
Right.
okay. So there's not like one spot in particular. Like you see, like there's quite a few spots where like they're scattered about. And it's kind of like on both sides of you. It appears to be some sort of like maybe a town or a city or something like that. I mean, you just see like just various scattered like pieces of building. Um, it appears to be, I don't know what languages everybody here has, or if anybody has like any sort of architecture experience, but is anyone proficient in history?
Yes.
I am as well.
Okay, you guys can make history checks then. Okay, so yeah, Alan, you're not super familiar with with like the local history here, but Alex, you remember that kind of at least there was like a folk tale that where the scar is, there used to be a lot of thriving civilization here until like several thousand years ago, and then it just like vanished. Um, there's multiple uh, there's multiple words that it's called. Up for some reason I'm losing my brain here, but some people call it like the severance, or like doomsday, or just like there's all sorts of terms for it. But a lot of civilizations in this region are told to have just like instantly died off. So this bordering on the scar, you believe it could be one such of these civilizations. Again, being close to the quarry, it would make sense that maybe that's why this civilization was here. And as you poke around, it appears that you're in some sort of like where you're looking now seems to be like a common, maybe a town square or something like that, where you've found like the several buildings that are grouped together. Stone, it's all stone architecture. And what languages do you know, Alex or Felix?
I got Common, Elvish, Draconic, and Sylvan.
So you see a kind of like a rougher. Um, I don't think that. Just spoiler, if anybody knows Dwarven or whatever, these appear to potentially be Dwarven, um, and you kind of piece that together, just seeing like other Dwarven, like when you went to Kermont, you saw a lot of Dwarven make. It appears to be similar to that, but you're not really sure what the actual wordings are. But you see like various tablets and things like that. Many of which are broken, and as you pick through the pieces, um, there seems to be certainly some things left here, but mostly it's kind of like, just barren, like sun washed and sun bleached, whatever, um, broken up ruins.
Huh, cool. Looks like an old dwarven town that got wrecked by the big doomsday thing.
That's when the dinosaurs disappeared.
Yeah, I've heard about towns like these.
Maybe there's some underground portion. Has anyone seen anything like that? Holes in the ground or anything that some creature might have crawled out of and made the short distance over to the mine there?
Oh,
I
so
didn't.
they could be related to the problems with the mines and this whatever happened here.
No, this was probably the big reckoning that happened millennia ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless there's some. No, I don't think there'd be some after effect.
Could be creatures that were locked up with magic that have finally escaped.
Could be
Or
something that
just,
was knocked underground.
It could be
or it
just
could
some
just be some
guy
traveling. Could be some traveling creature that made its way into these ruins since they were so empty, but eventually made their way over to the mines. Actually, can I make an investigation check? Just look around, like anywhere we've been, like if there's any obvious signs of disturbances of like animals or something running around recently.
Sure. Yeah, anybody who wants to make any sort of check like that, I would accept, various skill checks for you, probably investigation, but potentially like a survival check or anything else that you think might be, related, as long as you can think of a good reason.
Could I make a perception check instead to see if there's any like signs, or would that be more an investigation thing?
If you're actively looking, it would be more of an investigation, unless like from perception would be like if you're standing still and you're just looking around. Investigation would be if you're actually investigating.
You
Okay, then.
could assist me on an investigation check, maybe?
Yeah, I would accept that. Like you could do the roll and he could give you advantage by helping you.
Yeah. So
I guess you probably want me to do the investigation check.
yeah. So and
There's
then
a
I'll
guidance.
roll a perception.
So if that's with advantage plus the guidance, that would be 27.
20. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so Alan, you said you were helping him investigate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking
So
a closer look at anything notable.
yeah, so that was your instead of your perception roll, like you sacrificed your roll to help him get advantage. Just to be clear. But anyway, so yeah, Alex, kind of with the guidance, you being more knowledgeable in history and kind of seems to be a little bit more your forte. In your mind, you're kind of recreating this town square, and you go about, and as you're looking around, you see where you think some sort of maybe like the central location of this small gathering. Um, you do see that there is like a larger like ruin that's broken, and there seems to be like I don't want to say a staircase, but it seems like a path that inclines slowly down and kind of cuts around. It appears to be at first glance caved in, but when you're investigating it, you do see that the cave-in appears to be somewhat shallow. You may be able to move and get past it.
Huh.
You can kind of see beyond where it's caved in, and there appears to be like just blackness, like some sort of pathway, but you can't really see far into it.
Huh. Let's check. Let's look inside this. It's there's something going down here,
And
down vertically. Like, yeah.
something has clearly happened here. Oh,
So can we squeeze through, or do we need to like clear a path or something?
You would need to clear a path, but I wouldn't have it. You wouldn't have to do a check or anything. It would just take you guys a little bit because it's all like stone and like tightly packed gravel and stuff. So it'd take everybody's hands just like helping out to move all the heavy stuff.
Well, we still have a good amount of the day left. We can definitely explore this a little bit, I figure, before we finish making our way to the mine.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, let's go tie up Slip at one of these rocks, I guess. I'm assuming there's like somewhere I can just tie him up.
Yeah, it's mostly smooth stone, but you could probably take like a larger rock and kind of like set it on top of his reins or something, like in a fashion that would be similar to tying up.
Yeah, I got rope and stuff. So yeah, I'll just tie Slip off somewhere. Is there like water nearby, by chance, like a puddle or something?
Here it's pretty, it's like right by like if you can see obviously on the world map, it's like right by
Yeah.
like the volcanic region, so it's like kind of very hot here. Like there's a steady like warmth from the rocks. You don't see any sort of puddles or anything like this. It's just kind of like hilly, like starting to become like arid.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll just give Slip just a little bit of food, like an apple or something, a bit of water out of my canteen, and then time off and go join the others.
All right. So it takes probably the better part of like 20 or 25 minutes, even with all of you, just to clear a path. Because as you're like clearing, like more of it is sifting down. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like built up.
Yeah.
So you guys take a little bit. You clear it all out of the way, and you reveal what seems to be, like a normal like stone hallway that it goes down at just a very slight, maybe like a 15-degree angle, like down into the earth a little bit, into the blackness. And you can see that some of it appears it's just like dusty, and um, you see like various bits of gravel, but it seems mostly untouched. It's just like very nice architecture, square, smooth.
Well, at the very least, I don't think this place has been looted in at least a long time, so might be something interesting, even if it isn't connected to the mine.
Sounds good to me.
I pop mage armor before we head in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a torch also, since we're getting into the dark here.
Oh, and I'll pop out orbit, just kind of like on my shoulder or something.
I'll pop a light spell.
I can do that too.
All right. So everybody, all the Power Rangers, turn the lights on.
Okay.
Do.
All
Hey,
right.
that's
So
my ringtone.
as you descend into this, you see, yeah, because you have light spell, so this pathway kind of goes down for a while, and after a few minutes, it turns. You go left. There's a short, like maybe 15-foot section, and then it branches off. It goes right, left, and straight, and you can see where it's like straight appears to be caved in. Like it goes in maybe like 3 or 4 feet into where you would be able to go straight, and then it's just cave in.
Conventional wisdom says always go right, so let's go left.
Sure.
Doesn't matter. Let's go left.
Do you want me to give you guys a blank map so you can draw it?
Yeah, it'd be convenient.
Yeah, sure.
I was already about to start drawing it on a piece of paper so we don't get lost.
And so far, the whole tunnel is constructed.
Yeah, it all appears to be constructed. Like it's
Okay.
all like nice, smooth stone architecture under here. All right, and then you should just be able to use your normal um, coloring tools or whatever. So you guys are going left, you said?
Affirmative.
Okay, so you after going left, you see this corridor that goes down maybe um, 20 or 25 feet, and then turns right. And down that aisleway or that hallway, it's a longer hallway, and you can see multiple kind of rooms branching off. You see probably like 3 or 4 doors on each side. I say doors, but like the doors are mostly like rotten at this point.
You said it went like 20, 25 feet down, then hooked to right, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So that little nub, that's where it's like broken.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then it goes straight down, and there's like 3 or 4 kind of doorways on either side of this long hall. And then you can see quite a ways down this hall. Actually, you can't see that far. Even with the light spell, you can't see that far. Yeah, you can just kind of see dimly that there seems to be various doors.
Yeah. Felix, can your familiar see far down this hall?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Orbit can see very far. Can see 120 feet. I pop into Orbit's view and look down the hall.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll have him fly a little bit down there. See what I see.
All right. So you see a like down the hall, it just goes straight, and like I described, you see like various like rotten doors. Some of them have like snapped and caved in on themselves, leaving just an open doorway. And um, maybe 100 feet down or so, it's a decently long hallway. It goes like it veers right.
Okay, so we got a bunch of doors, and then at the end it goes right a bit.
Let's go check out doors.
And just like kick them in if they're like rotting, falling apart. Just kick them apart and walk into the first one, I guess.
Okay. So it appears to be like some sort of like book, like I don't want to say like a library because it's not very big, but there's just various bookshelves, and many of the books appear to be in bad shape, unusable. But there's quite a few of them that you can see here. There's like a small desk in the middle of the room. Appears to be like maybe some sort of study or something similar.
I'm gonna go through the books looking for anything in decent condition that'd be at least remotely magically related.
So you're not quite sure if it's magic related. It's magic is kind of in a sense the same between languages, but also not.
These are all in Dwarvish, aren't they?
Correct. But just picking through, you
Does
find
does,
oh
does anyone know Dwarvish?
Nope.
I only speak Elvish, in addition to
Yeah, I don't know Dwarvish.
Okay.
so you pick out 18 books that appear to be in better condition because again, like all the walls of this are lined in bookshelves, so there's a decent amount of books. But you pick 18 which are like the best condition. Out of those, you suspect maybe a half a dozen of them might pertain to magic, just because you can quickly flipping through, you see some sigils, but without like a really deep dive, you're not 100% sure.
Okay. I'll just put my backpack, carry him around for until we can take a better look.
Okay, so you're gonna just the ones you think may be magical, or you're gonna just try and pocket all the books?
No, just the ones that may be magical. That's a lot of books to just
Yeah,
be carrying around.
I was gonna
How
say
many did you say? You said like 6?
yeah, about yeah. There's a half a dozen, so 6 that you believe may pertain to something magical, but you're not sure exactly. Um, and and just so you know, like each one of those books, I'm gonna say is probably about on average 3 to 5 pounds. So I would say just do 4 pounds times 6.
Uh, okay.
They're like large, kind of um like a physics textbook size. Like they're big.
Yeah, I'm looking through. I don't think my Backpack weight. No, that's actually all set correctly. Okay. Yeah, I'm still good.
Be sure to
Yeah,
leave
there's
the.
also there's like saddlebags and stuff on the horse too, if Felix is willing to share. I mean, if Alan's willing to share.
I was about to say, leave the other books, even the non-magical books, on the table there. If we have some extra space, we can bring them with
Put them
us.
on the way out. Yeah,
Any
Sure,
put 'em on
kind
the
of
way out.
ancient book are going to be worth something.
That's fair. I'll keep them separate. I'll keep the magic ones. I'll just put those in my bag because I have room. But I'll leave the other ones.
We'll grab them
Separate
on
them
our way
out.
out then.
Okay. Very good. So as you go through the rooms, there was that study. I'll just kind of mark, maybe. So that was the study. So which one are you going in next?
Everyone's across the hall from it. Or the next one down the hall.
All right. So this one, you kick in the door to this one, and it appears to be like half to 3/4 of this room is caved in, and you just see what looks to be maybe like broken furniture of some sort. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be any really much in this room because it's mostly collapsed.
All right. Next
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, unless
I
you
guess we
guys
don't
want to
see
start
anything.
digging through here.
No, let's just take a. No, I don't think we need to do a deep dive into this ruin. We just grab when anything's catches our eye.
If we ever really feel like it, we can always come back, I suppose.
So this room here appears to be some sort of like small living space. You see, like, again, most of the stuff is like dry rotted. The door, like, you go to open it and it just like falls off the hinges. You just see there's like a smaller bed and what looks to be like a night table, and like a dresser. But everything's pretty much dry rotted. There doesn't seem to be too much in this room. It seems to be like a small living quarters.
Okay, unless anyone needs some ancient furniture, I think we should. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah,
Sounds
there's
good.
nothing of note.
Okay, so this one, again, it appears like not quite as much, but maybe like a quarter of this room is caved in, and it appears to be similar in fashion to the room you were just in. This one does have just a skeleton in it. Kind of, it seems to be a corpse of some sort, just like broken up, kind of within the bed, like the around the bed area.
Does
Is that a dwarf?
I was just about to ask. Is it noticeably a dwarf?
Yeah, it looks to be what you can tell. It's not like a fully assembled skeleton; it's in pieces. But just kind of quickly looking over the pieces, it may be. It's about that size.
Anybody have like detect magic as a ritual we can like run through?
Yeah, I do.
Cleese, you have some skill in medicine, don't you?
Yep.
Are you at all able to
I can't cure
recognize
that.
what is the cause of death?
I'll take a look. I was telling you, I can't cure him, but I'll take a look.
While he's doing that, I'm going to start ritual casting detect magic.
Okay. So Ed, it's again, these are like old kind of dusty bones. There's doesn't like even with a medicine check, there's not really much in the way of. There's not really any indicators here, to be honest, because
No
like
broken vertebrae or something to show broken neck or.
well, what I was gonna say is a lot of these pieces are broken because like some of the rubble from the room like collapsing, Like
Yeah.
it's not like laying atop a nice bed and it's a perfectly assembled skeleton. It's kind of all like cracked in this dry rotted bed.
He
It's
died of
not.
cataclysm.
Yeah, that's
So
fair, I guess.
detect magic. You don't detect anything within 30 feet of you.
We got
No.
10 minutes. Let's run through real quick before that ends.
I'm just gonna walk down towards the end of the hall with that. Well, that's still active.
Okay.
See if any of these rooms pops.
There doesn't appear to be anything in these rooms. No. At
Well,
quick
nothing
glance.
magical.
As-
Alrighty.
And you walk to the end of the hall.
Yeah.
So you see, walking into the end of the hall, you could turn right, and there appears to be like, just because you can tell, it seems to be somewhat of a symmetrical structure, and it appears to kind of loop back around. And there's like a, let me see here if I can get it. There's like an opening kind of here. And a doorway there, kind of like halfway down.
Okay.
Again, this isn't really drawn 100% to scale because the rooms aren't quite that close together. It's probably like 100
Yeah,
foot.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just like
Yeah, whatever
abstract.
Bruce push and stuff. Okay, so we got what, one or two more rooms, or is that? Wait,
So yeah, we didn't finish clearing out the rooms on that one hall, right?
yeah. Let's just quickly clear out the rest of those rooms.
Okay. So I'm gonna say
However
like
many.
you're running down. You just ran down the hall. So I'll say you only sacrifice like 1 minute of your spells. You have like 9 minutes. So you just like kick in the doors. They appear to be um, like the same, like sort of like living. They both appear to be living quarters. The other two do not have skeletons in them, but they seem to be very uniform, kind of like there's like a bed in a certain position and like a little nightstand and a little wardrobe.
If we had a cart and a mule, we could start at the small antique shop.
Yeah. That'll
Maybe
get
wouldn't
your
hurt to
fortune
pick
back.
something up. Wouldn't hurt to pick up a cart at some point. Speed up our travels a bit.
Mhm.
Cart some of this stuff out sometime.
Yeah. Well,
Some to consider after this business with the mines stuff.
Are you just kicking in the doors, or are you like investigating further?
We're
I'm
gonna
mostly
investigate
wondering
further.
because
Yeah,
depending
I'm
on how
gonna.
long you investigate, that'll your spell will go out. Although I suppose
I
you
was
can
gonna
just
say if
cast
these
it.
all look like the same, like just living quarters, I want to check out like. I'm still in draw mode. I want to check out like the central rooms before that goes out.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
come back and check these on our way out. Let's go look at the more significant.
So as you come to this door, it appears to be in slightly better shape than the other ones, and it is locked. You have a 30-foot radius, so you're
I
not.
have a key. I'm gonna use my key.
Do a lockpick kit?
Huh?
Or are you just
No,
gonna bash it in?
yeah, I have an 8-pound key. This will unlock any door.
Boom! Yeah, 7 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, you just like smash off the where the door handle is, where the latch is, and it just.
There we go.
Well, so much for ancient history, but
Open sesame.
sure.
And you kind of get like hit by a big poof of dust, and you can see what looks to be like a very wide room originally, but most of this room is caved in. And you can see maybe like all that you're seeing is maybe a third of this room, but you see on the wall what appears to be like some just like again dry rotted like shitty like tabards and stuff. They seem to be like very ornate at first glance, even though they're certainly worn. And you do get a ping for your detect magic.
Oh,
It appears to be coming from within, like deeper within the rubble. It's not like, oh, there it is. Look at that thing over there, but it appears to be like maybe best estimate like 10 feet or so, maybe 15 feet into the rubble. As you
alrighty.
like walk in and up to like where this rubble area is, that's you kind of get the ping.
You guys want to help me dig? There's something. I noticed something in there.
How deep is it?
It's about 10 feet in. I mean,
Mm. Does it look like this might cave in if we start fussing with stuff?
Make an investigation check.
we really need a dwarf for this, I guess.
Yeah. It appears that whatever damage was done has been done. It seems to be fairly stable at this point.
All right, I'll
Mm.
start moving stuff.
Does anyone have like a hammer, crowbar, or anything like that? Dig through this a bit easier.
I have a key.
So whoever's digging will just say go ahead and make strength checks. Mostly just to see how long it takes you to do it. I would say you could go ahead and do, yeah. So 13, 11, 19, and then Felix, are you assisting as well?
I mean, sure.
Yeah,
Oh, not horrible.
All right.
you sweep.
So even with that digging through like 10 feet and it's very high, it'd probably take you guys about half an hour to 45 minutes of like non-stop like fucking go time.
Let's
That's
do it.
okay. You
All
can
right.
cast it again when the time comes.
Well, I could have kind of marked and get a good idea of where it's through.
All right. So,
Oh, that's nice. Good
And
exercise.
I don't know how often this will help, so I just want to bring it up. Would this be a case where my powerful build would help? Because
It would.
Yeah.
I count as one size larger when like doing stuff like pushing and lifting stuff.
It would. That'll take a
Sounds
little
like
time
just
off.
the
Oh, mule. Hee-haw.
So I don't know how that would
Yeah,
affect
that
things.
would I would still say it takes about the same, like even with your powerful build, like I was just looking to see if you guys got like all super high rolls, in which case it's like superstars. But it's still you're moving giant chunks of stone. It's very hard. Like most of you have to like all three of you pick up one and then like throw the little rubble pieces and then pick up one giant rock. Um yes. So um you guys take your whatever 45 minutes or so to dig through the pile, and with the help of your detect magic spell, obviously like that's how you're locating it. And
yeah.
you come upon a circlet.
Ooh,
Awfully shiny.
it's definitely magic.
It seems to be like it's a silver circlet, and it seems to be like untouched by all the rubble. It's almost like there's like a small semicircle around where this circlet is.
Cool.
Fits the bill for magical items. Doesn't get destroyed with stuff like this happening.
I just got to figure
Can
out
I-
what it is.
Can I tell what it is? Or that take
Um,
like an identify?
You know that it is magic. You're not sure exactly what it does. Um,
Deck magic will tell you like what class, whether it's invocation, evocation, or enchanted, or
will it?
I believe so.
I don't believe it tells you anything to do with
You
the
learn
nature.
its school of magic, if any.
Really?
So if it's protection, it's going to be like in
Steel cannot perish.
it'll
All right.
tell us basically if it's used as weapony or protectiony, and that's about it. It
Well,
has command undead or necrotic or
I was also going to mention that one with the identify spell, I also work things a little differently. Like minor stuff, yes, you know what it is, but like if it's like a super powerful thing, like you might have a vague, like it might do something defensive or something like that. But I'm gonna say, yeah, you're not sure what this does. You're not, yeah, just the way that I work magic into my game.
all right, fair enough.
Okay. I
It's the hand of Enkna.
put it on, I guess, and well, I guess we'll figure out what it is.
I shake my head.
Okay.
I've lost more companions that way.
Well, we did find it in a destroyed ruin, but it's a circlet.
Something that nobody else wanted. No.
I'm not sure if no one else wanted. This is, I don't think, been touched in a long time, and was buried under feet of rubble.
Ever heard of the Pharaoh's Curse?
Nope.
Okay, me neither. Just asking. Alrighty.
Well, if you insist on putting it on, I guess go ahead.
Yep. Okay. So you put it on. I mean it doesn't. You know that it's magical, but you don't like put it on and like feel anything out of the ordinary. It's just kind of upon your head.
More than a feeling.
Nothing yet. I guess we'll have to attune to it, or maybe figure out what it is
Yeah.
Via magical means.
Yeah, we'll cast the identify spell later. Do you have it?
Not at the moment.
There you go.
It
Tomorrow.
also requires a 100 GP pearl,
Can you buy one of those?
which we do not have.
Oh well. Right.
That's next level
Perhaps we
thing.
can.
We'll go back to the inn,
Ask around.
and I'll give the innkeeper lady a pearl necklace, and then we can take it from her. Ew.
Okay, well let's I guess check out the rest of this place. See if there's anything else in here.
Yeah. Let's go into that hallway across the way, I guess. Well, actually, can we see anything further down to the right?
Yeah, it appears to be. It turns right. It appears to be, without going around the corner, like this complex is symmetrical
Okay. Well,
with this central
that's probably
area.
Yeah, that's probably about the same as what we've already explored, so we can kick our way into those doors on our way back, I guess. Just do a quick, or maybe a thorough investigation, depending on what we find further on.
All right.
So, on to new and mysterious things down this hallway.
Alrighty. So as you leave the rubble, you can hear like the rubble kind of shift behind you a little bit, where some of the stones are like setting back into place. And you guys just kind of like leave the door open and go down the hall. And as you're going, you can see that this hallway stretches on for quite a ways, probably at least I mean, unless you're walking the whole length, you would know, but probably like a couple of 100 feet. And then there's a right that goes down another long hallway, and you can see further straight. It appears to be caved in.
Does it look like a deep cave-in? that
Yeah.
like goes on for a ways?
It appears, at least at first glance, if you walk up to it, you can investigate. But
Was there any other signs of any other exploring stuff? Any footprints? Any dust disturbed or anything before we came as we came in and explored this place?
there was no, there didn't appear to be any other signs of life here.
Okay.
Right. Well, if this blocks the way, I guess we should investigate it and then make a thorough check along this hallway on the way back. But if there's nothing else, then I think that'll be the end of this hallway.
So there, yeah, you go straight, see how where that purple area is. That's where that cave-in is, and then there's a long hallway that seems to go right.
Okay. Well, at least I'm gonna go ahead and check out the cave and do an investigation on it. Just make sure that that's like real caved in.
Okay. It appears to be a real cave-in.
All right. Yeah. Looks impassable. I say we go down the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So, yeah, you get to another, like going down this long hallway. You get maybe 100 or 150 feet down this hallway, and you can see it's very nice. Like everything is like gold and kind of gilded, things like that, all around the edges of the architecture. It looks like, very well-made stonework. And about 100, 150 feet into this, you see it's also caved in here as well. It appears to be a some sort of larger complex that was obviously destroyed in whatever the ravages of time or whatnot.
So we're in a dead end with the cave-in.
Yes.
I don't
Hmm.
really see any way past here, but it does look like a connected area. And we've gone a couple 100 feet since this entrance, but
Well,
I'm not sure there's anywhere else to go in this.
I kind of doubt that it'll be anything more than cave in like the other path. Perhaps, depending on how much light is left outside, we can investigate around the ruins some more. But if we don't find anything, I think we've explored as much as we can explore, at least on this venture, because we need to keep heading on to the mines today.
I mean, we did get something out of it, so I'm happy.
Indeed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we can all be pretty happy with what we've gotten so far.
Yeah.
And there may still be some more things in these last couple of rooms we haven't really checked.
Yeah, let's go out, check the other side, and then head out.
Okay. So, over. So here,
Yeah.
appears to be a study area, kind of like this one over here. And you see the same kind of deal. Most of the books in here, again, are old, decrepit, eaten away. But let me see here. You find 13 books that appear to be in better shape, none of which seem to, again, at first glance, be magical in nature.
Yeah. So unless we want to load up all of your saddlebags, Alan, I don't think there's anything of use here.
Yeah, we get them on the way back from the mines. Nobody's been here in thousands of years. I think they're pretty safe for now.
Well, I don't have much equipment anyway, so I can go ahead and take the books with me. I'll just shuck them into my bag and I'll go grab the others from the other side. We'll just leave them in the in the saddlebags with Slip while we're staying in the mines. So I'll just go ahead and scoop those up. How much was that? 13?
13 plus another, what, 6 in the other room?
There's a total of 18 in the other room, 6 of which you believe may be magical.
So 9 plus 13,
So there's
22?
a total of 31 books.
6 of which I already have and are magical.
They're about
Yeah.
5
May
pounds
be
each.
magical.
May. Yeah. So, what the
So
math thing?
25 books.
Where's my calculator thing? Oh no.
That's
Windows.
if they're all 4 pounds, then that's 100 pounds then.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I can carry all of these. Do you want to carry one or a handful of them, Branagor and Grease? I can carry quite this many.
Yeah, I can pick up a few.
Okay. We're
Yeah,
not
I guess
really
I'll take
keeping
one.
these on us anyways, so we can go ahead and drop these off once we or drop these off in Slip's bags.
All right. So yeah, you guys take the books and you leave the ruins as they were.
We're mighty adventurers. Ooh, we found books.
I'm happy.
All right.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that neck ends up doing.
That's
Or-
like a tiara thing, isn't it? That
Yes.
Yeah, circlet.
Oh, it
found?
was a circlet. Okay.
Yeah, it looks very kind of dainty on his head.
Looks kind of cute on you. Ooh.
I don't care. It's magical.
It turns you into a female dwarf.
Okay, so onwards to the mines.
Onwards to the mines. I don't mind if we do.
All right. So this whole endeavor probably set you back, several hours between, clearing all the stuff, things like that. So you approach the quarry. It's probably about, 4 o'clock or so, roughly speaking. And you can see that it's not abandoned here, but there are um, many empty kind of shacks around here. As you're approaching the quarry, it's like a bigger. I don't want to say establishment, but it's almost like half a town. With the people that work in the mines, assumably they live here. They probably don't make the commute every day.
Alrighty.
So you see a lot of abandoned shacks, and you see a couple of people here and there, and there appears to be some sort of activity going on in the mine, but doesn't appear to be a full kind of like hustle.
Is there anybody outside that I can see?
Yeah, you see a couple of people that are coming out, and they're like going into there or coming from
Walk
there.
up to someone. You. Where's the foreman?
Yeah, we're looking for Gognar. Gognor.
Oh, you're looking for the quarrymaster Gognar. Yeah. And he brings you with him. He leads you to like one of the nicer cottages. It's kind of like up on an incline. You have to kind of circle around the quarry, and it's kind of like almost overlooking everything. And he just kind of like points you. It's up over there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Walk up.
All right. So you walk up. You knock. It's like a larger cottage. So you can see smoke coming from the chimney stack.
Oh, as I walk in.
You walk in. Okay.
Yep.
After he walks in, I kind of knock on the door sill as I kind of follow.
You hear like some clattering of some silverware and whatever, and you see like this um, larger, kind of more of a portly dwarf. He's balding and he has just like a big black gnarly beard. Just stands up.
You're
Hey,
Gaggy.
what are you doing here? Why are you in my home?
I do apologize for
I came to
barging
see
in.
you. I
I'm
brought
gonna,
some mail.
gonna
I
poke
am one of
him.
my flasks of rock cut.
He like he has like a almost like a bib, like a handkerchief or whatever, kind of tucked in his shirt, and he like kind of throws it on the table and stands up from his chair. I don't know why you're here, but
We've been
I'm
sent
gonna
by
have to
Missy to
ask.
investigate the mines. We've had
I'm
some
gonna,
Who?
disappearances.
I'm gonna pop my head in and just introduce myself real
No,
quick.
the
Hold
young
it.
lass at the castle place.
Excuse me. Um, Apologies for how suddenly companion here stormed in. I'm Alan Beaumont, me and my friends here, Cleese, who has not introduced himself, and Felix here. We were sent by Miss Kala, the steward of the keep down
Miss
in
Cholera.
Vignon.
That's her, Miss
Miss,
Cholera.
Miss Kala. She sent us to ask you um, about the troubles in the mines. See what we can do to help.
Ah, well, give me a moment. And he kind of comes back and he's like calms himself down a little bit. So you're here to help. That's good. Um, Maybe next time you knock. Don't come into my home.
Sorry, I don't know that spell.
Well, not a very very rare spell. Pretty
Oh,
sure
what's happening?
everyone can cast it.
I can cast Stinking Cloud, too. Pull my finger. What's happening in the
Can you
mines?
Apologize
not
for my friend here.
can
He's
you not aggravate the quartermaster, please? The head.
Aggravate? He's a dwarf. He's not aggravated. He's having fun when you talk like this. Trust me.
he's been our friend here, Cleese, has just been a bit frustrated. We haven't had any exciting work in a few days now.
Well, you're here to help. That's something. And he kind of like walks over by the doorway and he puts on his coat. So do you know what you're getting into?
All we were told was that there were troubles here.
People disappearing.
Well, at least you know that much. Are you ready to go? Or do you need to wait till tomorrow?
Aye. Oh, let's go.
Mm,
We're good.
There's still
There's
enough
always
day
fun
left.
in this.
We can make an
There's daylight
expedition.
in the mine anyway, so might as well go.
Very well. So he kind of like buttons up his coat and he leads you down. Like you have to like go kind of around. There's like a semicircle essentially, and you're on like the very top of the semicircle. So you have to go all the way out and around and kind of like back down to where the quarry is, the entrance is. And he let's see here. Let me move you guys here. I'll have to drop your tokens. You guys won't be able to see anything for a second. So as he's leading you down, he begins to fill you in. Yeah. people have been going missing. It's been going on for, I don't know, a couple of weeks now. We've sectioned off the lower levels of the mine. We're not entirely sure what it is. We've heard some people claim it's goblins. Some people claim it's monsters. Um,
Have
we're
you
not.
found any tracks?
No. We've seen, well, mostly scrapings from, well, assumingly the people that have gone missing. We've seen some items left behind, such as clothing, and in one case we found, and he kind of like looks away a little bit, pieces.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
Kala said that there were no one has returned from these parts of the mines.
Correct. They sent, um, gosh, I think two at this point, different groups of people to go down, and we never heard anything else. So we've stayed clear and done what little work we can on the surface, but even that, most of the miners have packed up. Most of the laborers have gone back to Fort Vignan.
How long have these two groups been missing?
Oh gosh, they were maybe a few days apart, but the last group disappeared about 3 or 4 days ago.
Righty. Well, gents, I cast my light again on my helmet.
All right, so who's casting? Who has light?
I have a torch.
I'll cast light on something Branagor has and pop orbit on my shoulder.
Okay, so you can. So there's 3 lights here for representing your torch and/or light spell. You guys should be able to pick those up and move those around.
No, not that line.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
drop some in there so you can.
God, that's. Can you select that line and delete it that I accidentally drew, like across the whole map?
Yeah.
Just gonna call dibs on that light right there. Just keep that with my person.
So these other ones around are just like what's lit here from whoever's here. Yes, I'll select that line in just a second. Let me plop down some light for you guys.
So did we come from the right off the map here?
Correct.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm gonna keep talking to the quarry master if it's not gonna distract you. But so both directions here, going to the right and to the left here, are both going to lead into the section that you've cordoned off.
Well, it's a pretty big complex. I'll show you where. I don't know. Can you guys see all the light that I'm putting throughout the map?
No, we
I
had
see a
one
big
that's
blank
like
space.
cut off by the. Oh, move to the bottom right, by the way. Yeah, Ed.
There we go.
Yeah, no, we our line of sight gets cut off by the walls and stuff, so we don't see like everywhere that the light's being placed. Like
Fix
we
that
can just
line
see
of
like
sight
straight
issue.
up.
Yeah,
That's
we have
good.
like light cones with a yeah.
Oh, perfect. I can select these together.
All right, so I didn't have the time or the want to make a million like workers and stuff, so I just kind of made this.
Oh, this is good.
But okay, so yeah, you go through and he's leading you. you're free to kind of move wherever you wish right now. So as he's walking through, you see various workers. There's not a whole lot of them, but they're just going
We're
about
still
their
with the.
normal duties. And I'll just show you. He kind of takes you through here.
Okay, so we're still in like an active portion.
Yeah, it seems like this portion closest to the entrance here.
Wait, do you have a token down for the quarrymaster, by the way? Because I don't know where.
No,
What
I don't.
direction.
He
Oh, okay, I was
pinged
about
up
to-
I'm
here,
just talking
so
it out
yeah.
right
Oh,
now.
okay. Yeah, I couldn't see the ping. That's why. My bad.
So he takes you out and around, and again, you can see everybody's kind of like busy and working. So do you guys have anything like you're asking him or whatever?
So, let's go. While you're still with us, before we start going to the mine, if we come out and you're busy, it'll be no problem to stay in one of the empty cottages, right?
Of course. I have a feeling they're not going to be needing him anymore. But you never know.
Hopefully, we'll find some
Hopefully,
other people.
So he leads you over here, or this way. He leads you kind of down here. And then he stops short, like right here. Up ahead here, this is where we've started to secure it. This is where we've, well, this is the point of no return, if you will. And beyond that, it appears to be all dark. You can actually see, like I didn't put it in, but you see like a bunch of mining carts and like barrels and all sorts of shit like stacked up in a trying to make a makeshift like barricade.
And is there like a small path we can get through, or are we gonna have to like move this stuff?
Yeah, I can call over a few people and we'll have to move things when you're ready to go under. But well, after the last party went missing, we didn't want to chance it.
Understandable.
no, that's probably good. So are we ready to head in now, or do we want to take a night beforehand? I'm fine.
Yeah, and we didn't really do anything today.
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
to like have it on the brain of roughly what time it's approximately like dinner time. Right now it's like 5:30 probably.
It can give us a couple of hours of exploring till we find a place to stop.
We can eat some rations real quick, I guess, and then head in.
That works.
Ah, by the way, Gognar, so we left my horse up topside. Would you mind getting one of the miners to take it to wherever you keep like the horses whenever carts come in? Just make sure it's fed.
Of course, I actually have a place for a beast of burden right out back.
Perfect.
I have a spot I can keep him. It's enclosed.
Ah, even better. Thank you very much for that.
And now I have to ask is, do you guys have any last words in case you don't come back? Notify next of kin.
It died young and left a good-looking corpse.
I have no one to particularly leave any words for. But, well, if we don't make it out, feel free to keep what's on the horse, I suppose.
Yeah.
There could be only one.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck. And at that, he goes up to a couple of people, and you can see he's muttering to them, kind of gesturing in your direction.
Another crazy group.
And he calls out to you. Whenever you're ready to go down, uh, you can call
Oh, we're
upon
ready.
you can call upon my people, and they'll help you tear down the barricade. We'll leave it up for a little bit, and then I'll give you, say, 2 hours or so, and then we're gonna put it back up.
Sounds good.
Okay, yeah. Let's get it going now. We'll grab some just snacks, ration stuff while they're moving the stuff out of the way.
Just eat quickly. Just like jerky and stuff like that.
All right, 10-4.
So Felix, do you want to scout ahead with your familiar before we start walking through?
Yeah, I guess while they're moving the stuff away, I'll have Felix kind of fly like over, sneak through the barricade or whatever, and kind of. So I got what 100 feet. Yeah, I can at least get them to the next room. So I'll have him kind of float in here and kind of see what I can see. That's about.
Okay.
Yeah. So do I notice anything? The in like
Hold
this
on
room
here.
up here.
I'm just putting like the where the stairs are.
Oh, okay.
And I think while he's setting the stairs and stuff, I think it's a good time for a 5-minute bio.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll make it like a 10 or 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right, and then we'll
Talk to y'all in a
snack.
bit.
Yep. Hmm.
I'd kill them all and eat their corpses in front of their parents.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, hi. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Let me slurp down the milk from the cereal.
Yes, that's what we call it. We don't call it sucking their blood. It's sucking the syrup out of the cereal.
The syrup from their bones.
Yeah. Crack the bones and suck the marrow.
Okay,
Alright.
so I'm ready to proceed. So you have your owl.
Yep, he was just scouting ahead a little bit, taking a look at this room up here.
Very good. So you can see, obviously, it's dark in here. There's no torches lit, but you see, just kind of toppled over carts and things of that nature. It seems to be not necessarily disturbed, in any unusual way at first glance. But definitely, abandoned mine carts and stuff like that.
Just looks abandoned for now. I imagine they left some room, so. Should we start heading in?
Yeah,
Sure.
if there's no threat, then let's just go walking.
Nothing I can tell.
Alright. And you see as, like you start walking in, I don't know if Felix would initially see it. It might take him a few seconds, but I think everybody would notice the circlet on the top of his head begin to glow like a dull, like a blue color.
Okay,
As
so that's
as you walk into, start walking further on down the mines.
Be it Spidey sense.
Huh. Yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know.
Try taking it off. Does it still glow?
But take it off. Does it still glow?
Yeah, it's glowing. You're just holding it in your hands.
Do you want to just carry it? Just tie it on to your pack or something? Just make sure
Keep wearing
to do
it.
No, yeah, I'll just keep it on for now. Just
Okay.
for convenience.
If you say so.
I mean, that sounds like fun.
Okay, so we got, looks like a path to our right going forward.
Okay. And down to the left is nothing?
I pop back into orbit. No, I don't. I think that's all just cave wall.
Okay.
Pop back out.
Yeah, can you see? You can see what orbit sees, right? Like even when.
You mean roll 20 wise or?
Yeah, roll 20 wise, you kind of have to like swap back and forth.
No, I can see any. It just shows both all the time. Roll 20.
Right.
I don't know if there's a way to let me swap.
I don't think so unless you move the owl out of the way.
Well,
I mean, I could just like
Well, you're going to be in control of one or the other, so.
move the owl out, and I can kind of tell what my visual range is.
By the way,
Just,
Ed, did you not grab one of the little light sources?
Oh,
He
I was
is-
supposed to grab a light source? Oops.
Yeah.
I am a light source.
Light source.
Oh wow, look how it fits in with your picture. Looks like you just have a flaming goblet.
I took your light source.
So everybody should be able to carry it with them and move it around. So, because there's 3 light sources. There's a torch and 2 light spells.
Yes. I'm at. What is that? 11. Oh, that's okay. That's right.
Felix, you begin to feel, I don't know, for like you feel somewhat stronger, like almost like more hardy. Like your body, it's almost like your muscles begin to tighten ever so slightly. And you can go ahead and give yourself an additional 2 HP to your max.
To both or just my maximum?
Well, your max and your current, like they just
Okay.
it just goes up by 2.
Oh wait, I lost myself.
Uh,
Um.
And the at this point the glowing ceases.
Huh. Okay, so I feel a bit better. It's not. Hmm.
it's a drug. Now you're addicted. We have to
Your
kill you.
little light source is gone now.
Yeah. I'm curious if this is still magical. If that was a one-time deal.
Well,
We'll have to
Or
check
we-
that later.
you could
Um,
take it off real quick, see if you still feel its effect.
It could be attuned now that he's worn it. Oh,
Yeah, that's also. Though I don't think the light varies with that.
Was there anything up
I mean,
that way, Ed? Or Cleese?
Dylan,
Uh,
I've lost my
I
token.
don't see anything up
So-
here.
You've lost your token? What do you mean?
Like, I don't see myself here.
Bottom left-ish?
Which one are you? A horse? Are you the horse guy? Or?
No, he's a wizard dude above
I
me
can-
and to the right.
Grab another one.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'll give you another one. It's fine. You just drag another one onto the screen.
Okay, there we go. And that's right. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I don't see anything.
Nothing up there to
Ah.
the right.
So next room.
I'm gonna go ahead and send Orbit in.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh wait, send just orbit in. What am I? Oh, is that the stairwell there?
Yeah, you see a passageway there's like a secondary kind of barricade that's kind of shitty. And you just see this mine shaft that goes down.
It goes more to a single path rather than a hole. Looks like we're clear on the next room at least.
Yeah, they quarantined off like this whole section. And then there is a secondary map that I can place you on. If you guys are descending the mine shaft.
Yeah, why not?
Again, should we send orbit through real quick?
Once we get to just mechanically, let's do it once we get this new map.
Mm-hmm.
Orbit's good to have. Does he breathe? Be our canary.
I'm not entirely sure if he needs air or not.
He does.
Okay.
There you go. He can be our canary.
It does drop to health, and yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, here we go. For some, it's just like really touchy. Like I'll scroll like one notch, and it'll just like not in my visual range anymore.
Hmm.
All right, so you guys come out of this mine shaft, and let me plop you in the right spot. This is the downfall of the maps.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get him. Okay. See myself.
You can see
Oh,
yourself.
this is I can see a token. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I just see a
So
token.
before you fly all around with orbit, just give me a second. I'll give you guys the light sources and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the mine shaft eventually opens up to this larger cavern. You can see it looks to be completely abandoned. And yeah. There's your 3 light sources.
Okay. So are we coming from like here?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, there's nothing further up that way then?
So
So as you descend into this, again, it seems to be more it's just like abandoned. Obviously, there's like there's sconces on the wall and things like that. They're none of which are lit. You can see various abandoned like mine carts. Obviously, there's nobody here.
hmm.
Do you see any passages with orbit?
Give me a second. I'm gonna. So it looks like there's a small passage down that way, and a large cavern to our straight ahead here.
Which corner of the map we on? Oh, there we go. I found us.
Okay. So it looks like there's a whole series of passages down below, and then this large cavern. It looks like the path upwards. And a big cavern again to our just straight ahead with that direction.
Do you all want to take the smaller routes first, or chart out this large one?
Doesn't matter to me. You decide.
Well, we got 3 sides. We got up, left, and down.
All right, let's go up here.
Okay, why not?
Here, critter.
Oh, are we gonna go down this tunnel?
That's good. What's down there, Mr. Owl?
Okay, give me a pop back into his sight and dead end. I don't see anything threatening.
Yeah,
I don't think.
you just see what appears to be like, again, like you see a couple of carts and like mining tools and things like that. It seems to be mostly abandoned.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything. Just more abandoned mine.
Alrighty,
Okay.
we've rolled
Let's
this
keep
side out.
pushing in this direction a little bit.
Okay. There's nothing up in that corner. So
Another wall
there
there.
are
Yep.
several paths over in this way.
To the left as we've been moving.
Yeah, so as you come into here, you see it opens up into, like, again, it's a larger, it seems to be more of a natural cavern here as opposed to just like a dugout mine. It's like
Yeah,
a
definitely.
large, high-walled, natural cavern, and they've just been, you know, having their fill with what's in it.
Okay, so we have a narrowing path to upward. We have some small paths straight ahead to the left, and we have a large cavern down.
Well, let's, I guess, investigate these smaller paths before we keep pushing into the large cavern.
Do we want to run back and hit the? Well, no, let's hit this top path. It seems to be narrowing. I think that might come to a close.
Okay. We should, yeah, go back and check out that one path we didn't take before we headed in too much deeper.
I'm fine with that. Also, so let's I guess see what's up here. Yeah, it's narrowing down.
Looks like there might be a turn. Does that go anywhere? Do you want to send orbit?
I'll orbit it up. It continues. No, it keeps going. It looks like it might open up further down.
All right.
Perhaps. I'll take the lead through the narrow section, I guess.
It's a black dragon.
We have another void here. Looks like it ends pretty shortly, though. Is there anything to note here?
You see various remains in here, like not necessarily fresh, but they all seem to have been like picked clean. Go ahead and make a perception check. We'll say Alan. So you notice from the bones that they seem to be like not necessarily like gnawed. You see like some light scratching on them and things, but it's mostly like they're very, very smooth.
Hmm.
Anybody else looking to um, check anything out in this room? You see, like I said, you see
Kind
mostly just like a smattering of remains.
like human remains, humanoid.
Yeah. Again, no complete skeletons, but
Any stuff on them to show that these were maybe adventurers from before?
Is there mining equipment?
Yeah, any clothing?
yep, you see some mining equipment. You don't see any clothing, and you do see, um, just with a quick investigation around the room, you see a couple of weapons. You see just like a standard long sword. You see a bow. The string's been snapped on it. It doesn't look to be in too good shape. And you see a couple of like small like daggers and things of that nature. Go ahead and make an investigation check. We'll say Ed. We're kind of like leading it.
Right.
Nice, nat 20. So
-1.
yeah, you see
Minus
that
one.
you're looking around and you're kind of like literally digging through the bones, and you come across about like 20 gold pieces and like 12 silvers. worth of like
Sweet.
a couple of them had like a small pouch, and digging through you see a what looks to be just like a one-handed like a hammer. Seems to be in decent shape. It looks fairly nice. It looks like well as you pick it up it's like well balanced.
It's a throwing hammer or a war hammer?
No, it's a I'm trying to remember. I can't remember which one is versatile. Whatever the one that's versatile, you can do it one hand
The
or two
war
hands.
hammer I can use one or two hand.
Yep.
War hammer's like the one I got now.
Yep. So you could like
Sweet.
use a shield with it, or you could swap to two hands if you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. Ooh, I got another hammer. Another
Yeah.
key.
Okay. So this could have been one of the other bands sent in, or some fairly well equipped miners.
Well,
So
I'm sure.
let's see. Branagor, what are you doing?
I'm just looking over the bodies as well, trying to make out anything. Just trying to get a clue as to what might have killed them.
Kind of look around the room if there's any signs of violence.
Yeah, you see various signs of like struggle, scraping. Go ahead and make an investigation check, and while you're doing that, I'll have Branagor make a perception check.
That's better.
Look, there's beholder footprints.
Okay. Okay. Alphim, yeah, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Felix, you see just various, like it's you see like dark stains on like the various stone, and overlooking their bones it seems like whatever it is it's very strange, almost like maybe it's caustic or something.
Oh no!
And
Something is.
Is there any like long sliding things on the floor? Like dirt was pushed to something slid across it instead of walked? Or
as you say that, you do see it seems to be like there is some spots where there's loose dirt around the remains. And before anybody else moves their stuff, because Branagor didn't notice, a creature pops out.
eyes?
Can you guys see that? Am I on the right layer?
Yeah, we see it.
Objects and tokens. Oh, it's on the map layer though. So hold on. Anyway, it's going to
Call
take a swing
for Ridley.
at Branagor. Okay, so this creature latches out and bites at you, Branagor, and you are grappled. And you take 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
Don't take that. Beat him up.
And then I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and roll initiative. As you can see, you can hear like this, not like a crunching noise, but like a weird burrowing, scraping noise.
Oh, you didn't put the initiative thing up yet.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, whoops. Oh, and I got a nat 20 on it.
That's okay. You can roll it over. Once he puts it up, just roll again and change it.
Mm-hmm.
He sees what we got.
Alright, so no, it captured that already. As long as you
Oh,
click
sweet.
on your token, it will capture it.
Sweet.
I just gotta go to the other layer.
That guy that goes back and forth between the prime material and the astral.
Alright, so I'm gonna have, yeah, everybody did that.
Oh, God.
So these creatures burrow out. This one, Branagor didn't notice, so he kind of got like his first little surprise thing. All right, so Alan, you go first.
Okay, so hang on, let me see what distance is. 1, 10, 15, 20. Okay, and I am first gonna strike with my longsword at the one over here on the right, the one with the 4 initiative.
All right,
And we'll,
20.
that hits.
That hits.
All right, and while I do that, then I'm gonna put an unwavering mark on it. I'm just gonna throw that into the thing so that you can read that. So that yeah, pretty much what it does, it'll put as long as I'm within 5 feet of it, it gets disadvantage on its attacks, and if it attacks someone else other than me, oh yeah, it only gets the disadvantage if it attacks someone other than me. If it attacks me, that's normal.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like taunt, and then you get to attack them
If they hit someone
attack
else
someone else. Yeah.
for any kind of damage. All right. And yeah, after that, I'm gonna attack the one to my, to like the below, the one with the 14 initiative by doing a,
Okay,
a action surge.
So which one? Sorry, which one was the one with the 4 initiative? It's
Yeah, we
like-
don't know which is which.
That's the one
Like-
on the right.
Yeah, you can hover over the turn order and it'll let you know. But just reference in the future. It'd be easier if you just say the one to the right of me or whatever.
Okay.
Because we don't know really what they rolled for initiative, because, you know, rolling dice, they're beating them up.
Okay. Well, yeah. The
Okay.
the one on the right, and then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna yeah, I am gonna action surge, I guess, and hit the one below me. And yeah, I'm gonna put another unwavering mark on that one.
How many do you get?
You can only do one
I get
round.
infinite
You can mark.
unwavering marks.
Yeah, but
It
you
I
only
only
lasts
get
for a
3
turn,
of the
though.
attacks.
You
Yeah,
can
they
only
only
do-
last for 1 turn.
can only use your
It's-
bonus action once to do it.
Hang on.
Wait, you can.
Let me look at
what
it.
is- when
I
you
don't-
hit a crit-
I'm pretty sure it's anytime I hit anything, I'm allowed to put an unwavering mark on it.
Yeah, it doesn't say it takes a bonus action to do. It takes a bonus action to make the attack.
Well, then he has to hit it first to do it.
Well, yeah, I just pulled an
Yeah,
action.
you have to. You have
Yeah,
to.
while it's within 5 feet of you. So like if this thing moved around, then. But it's also
It
it's not a
keeps
very
the,
intelligent creature.
But
Yeah,
you
it
can't put on the
keeps the
second
mark
unless you hit one.
until my next turn.
Right. But it only has that disadvantage if you're within 5 feet. So if it moved all the way
Yeah.
around, if it was smart and like it was like, oh, the squishy caster, then it wouldn't have that disadvantage. Just so you know.
And even if it did, it would like make a I'm just trying to like pretty much this is to like lock them up as much as possible.
Yep. I haven't played with that build or whatever, so I just want to make sure that I know exactly what it does. Okay. Great. So it is this one's go. So it is going to attack you again, Branagor, with advantage. So a 19, which I believe hits. It does 9 more slashing damage to you.
Oh,
Okay.
As it just, like, these are just like horrible, ravenous, like insect creatures. They just burrow out and they're just like mauling into you. Alright, and this one, you pulled aggro. Yeah, it's just gonna go ahead and bite you. 18. Which hits your AC. Yep. So you're grappled right now, and you take 14 slashing.
Okay.
Alright, there's just a brief silence. I was making sure you can hear me because my mic keeps cutting out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cleese, your go.
all right. I'm going to hit the one in front of me with my new hammer.
Okay. Cool. As you
Doesn't
as you
go down?
hit it across the carapace, you can see some of it like cracks in and things like
I
makes like
use
this
one of
weird.
my 3 bonus attacks and hit it again.
All right, is that 4? One? No, it's not. Okay, so you definitely damaged it, and you can see like one of its legs is kind of like twitching and not working correctly, and it does some
Awesome.
weird clicking noises at you.
I click back at it.
Brandagor.
Okay, so if I'm grappled, I can still attack, right?
Yeah.
It's only
Correct.
paralyzed that I can't attack, right?
Yeah, that's
Correct. So what grappled does is you cannot move while you're grappled, but you can still do all other things. It just makes your movement 0.
Okay, I want to use a bonus action to wild shape, uh, but this time I want to do. I think I'm going to do the brown bear. So I'm just going to
Okay.
shapeshift and just morph into this brown bear. I think I can drag this token out.
Yep, you should be able to. I would just move your guy out of the way.
It's morphin' time. Brown bear.
Yeah. If you put him behind the screen like that, like behind the rocks, you can't move him back out.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I turn into this guy, and I'll just take 2 attacks at him.
Okay. Nice. So boom and a boom. So 11 and 9. Wow, that's a crazy amount of damage. It's 2d6 and you get multi-attack with Black Bear? That's insane.
He gets the
Yeah.
claws. He gets the
1d8
claws
and
bites.
2d6.
Okay. So, yeah. Takes 20 damage. Yeah, you just start mauling into this thing. As it starts, like, ferociously, essentially clicking at you. And you can see, like, its legs, like, it's trying to, like, even dig its legs into you. And it has, like, this horrible kind of, like, pincer mouth. And then, Felix, your go.
So I'm gonna. Me and Orbit are just gonna back up a bit. And should I? These things are doing actually good damage. I'm gonna pop a scorching ray. I'm gonna hit. That gives me 3. Yeah, 3 rays of fire. I'm gonna hit 2 on the one attacking Brandagor and 1 on this one. So the first 2 on this guy.
Okay.
Does the 13 hit?
No, it does not.
Didn't think so. So 4 fire damage to him, and then last scorching ray on that one.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. And they just kind of like shuffle in place, and they're like, "Arr!" So this one, this one's actually gonna go ahead and turn in attack Cleese, even though it's not ideal. He's gonna go ahead and use its acid spray.
That's so sad.
And it's in a line, so it's also going to affect in a line that is 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. So he's gonna go ahead and try and hit Felix. He's not gonna try and hit the owl, because I don't think he can technically hit both.
Okay.
So
Make a dex save.
I open up my mouth and I catch all the acid so it doesn't hit my friend, and I spit it back at him.
All right, so you both take 13 acid damage,
Ooh.
and that's all it can do.
I'm right. That's all I can do.
And Alan, it's your go.
Okay, well, to start, I'm just going to go ahead and do the bonus action, which is an attack at advantage on the one that just spit.
Okay. And you get it. Why do you get advantage again?
The attack.
Yeah, everything. When I do that bonus action from Unwavering Mark, it's always at advantage.
You always have advantage against stuff. That's ballin'.
Yeah, as long as they hit someone else and I had an Unwavering Mark on them.
Yeah, if they hit him,
Oh,
you would.
also,
Deals damage
Also,
to
it
anyone other
does,
than you. So it's not even.
also it does half my fighter level bonus damage. So would that be just a +1 since I'm level 3?
Yep, rounded down.
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Creature, you may make a special melee attack. You have advantage on the attack. If it hits, extra damage to half your fighter level.
Okay, on your next turn. So you're taking the bonus action now, and you have advantage on the bonus attack. Yes.
hmm
And then it does the extra blah blah blah.
Yeah, so it does 11 instead of 10 here.
Yep, which is enough to kill it by his exact hit points.
Okay. And then
So as it turns and it sprays, you just fucking gut this thing. As it's like
okay.
nasty innards from the cracked carapace just start bleeding out, and it starts clicking, and it like tries to almost like jump you for a second, and then just.
Okay. And then yeah, my normal action is just to be another attack just on the one below me.
Okay. So I'm keeping the body there, as it's considered difficult terrain, because it's like a large creature. And your second attack unfortunately does not hit.
I trained you better than that, boy. Swing harder.
So this one is gonna go with where Branagor is.
You want to X out the one that's dead?
No, I'm keeping it there because it's difficult terrain.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you
can
want.
like put an X or something on it,
Okay.
so I know which one. There we go.
Alright, this Ankeg is going to just like kind of push around you, and is going to with its friend. Okay, seeing that thing just got gutted.
Oh, and sorry, by the way, I just forgot to mention it, but just another Unwavering Mark on the one below me.
You didn't hit it.
Oh shit, no, I didn't. You're right. Sorry.
So this one is going to position itself and take a It's gonna take a shot to try and aim at like where Alan is, and use its acid spray. So the bear as well as Alan make a dexterity check. Yep. So you take 7, Alan, because it's rounded. It's halved, rounded down.
Okay.
And the bear should have like a little saves button. Branagor.
Oh, there it is. Cool. 5.
Alright, so you take 15 acid damage.
Okay.
Alright. I'll have to modify all these tokens because it seems like I delinked them from the original monster manual entry, so they don't have the health and armor class already, but anyway. So, this one here. This one also has its acid spray. is going to try and hit you and Cleese, because it doesn't have you grappled right now. So I'll have you guys make dexterity saving throws again. Cleese and... yeah. So DC was 13, so you take 4, Alan, and then Cleese, you take 9. And then it's your go, Cleese.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ash with my new hammer. And I
Okay.
bash with my new hammer.
Alright, so
And-
for a total of 12.
And then I will do a healing word as a bonus action. Give myself 4 back.
Don't you have to use your
Oh
your
crap! That's
secondary
right.
attack was
That's
your
a
bonus?
bonus action. Right. There we go. All right. Then I glare at him. With a kiss.
Alright, Branagor, your go.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep trying to bite at this guy. Keep going for his neck.
Okay. So the 18 certainly hits. Nice damage rolls again.
Nice. Okay.
And again, you start ripping into it, and you go for the neck, and you actually like rip out about half of this thing's neck as it oozes this like greenish, purplish kind of like sludgy blood and tissue, and it clicks at you. It's still holding on, but you can see it's definitely very beat up at this point.
Okay.
And then it's Felix's go.
Okay, seeing how bad off that one is, I'm going to try to finish it off with a firebolt. And no.
Unfortunately, you do hit it, but just these things have like a really, really hard carapace. It kind of like deflects at the angle at which it hits the carapace.
Yeah, and for my movement, seeing how these things are kind of spraying acid around, I'm gonna kind of like... me and Orbit are gonna kind of get into like this little crevice thing here for right now.
Yeah. I didn't make it a line of sight thing, but that little patch is like you could take cover behind there. So
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
are
As
right
long
now
as
is
I'm not
pretty
like lining up well with other stuff,
good. Yeah.
and yeah, the rock helps.
All right. Top of the round, Alan, your go.
Okay. Yep, gonna hit it with my longsword. Oh, whoops, sorry, wrong weapon. My bad.
Unfortunately, yeah. As you strike it, kind of, because this thing has an insect that has like so many legs, it like kind of parries your blade aside and attempts to like overtake you as it's trying to crawl over you and devour you.
Okay, and one other thing, I'm gonna use Second Wind, so hang on. Plus fighter level, right? Yeah, okay. Okay,
Nice.
so I get 10 health back. And yeah, that's it.
All right. So he's gonna roll a d6, see if his acid recharges. Nope, does not. And seems as how it was pretty much engaged with you, Alan, for the most part. It's gonna go ahead and bite you. 16. I don't believe that hits.
Does not.
Okay. So it just it attempts to, it just like goes for your head and begins to like mow down as you just kind of use your blade and your shield to keep it at bay. this one does not recharge either. So this one is not looking too good. You would normally get an attack of opportunity. Yeah, I suppose it's gonna bite you. It doesn't really have anywhere to go. So yeah, it's gonna do 10 damage to you, Branagor.
Okay.
And that's all it can do. So Cleese, your go.
All right. This round I'll switch it up again. I'll bash it with my new hammer. The wrong one.
All right, that hits. Do 5 damage.
Ooh. Holy smite it with good thoughts.
Yep. So you just kind of like bring your hammer around, and you can feel it in your hand, like, oh, this hammer, like, it's weighted very well. It's definitely made finely, and you just like bring it back, around and just like crack right into the carapace.
I don't think we're gonna have another fight today, so I'll waste my last bonus attacky.
Okay.
And wasted I did.
No. You get +2 actually because you're flanking this creature, so that one does hit.
Ooh. Crunch.
And as you're admiring the weight of this weapon, you kind of like, yeah, and you bring it back around for another overhand, like, whoosh, and you just like a large chunk of the carapace like breaks off, and there's like a fleshy kind of goopy underneath as this creature like begins to writhe around and jumps off of Alan.
As an interact with object or creature, I fondle it a little bit. Next.
Branagor.
All right. This guy's blood tastes terrible, so I'm gonna stop attacking his neck. I'm just gonna go for his face.
Yeah, no problem. Like way more than enough HP to take him down.
Okay. Does he have like a jaw or something? I just want to rip his jaw off.
Yeah, doable. You can see like it has the large elongated kind of pincer head. You kind of like rip those off.
You could come help us with this one that's still alive. No, you're a bear.
Well, with multi attack, I don't know how that works. Like, don't I have to take both of them at the same time at the same creature?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
That's kind
Okay.
of just. Well, that's one less to hit us.
And that I don't want to use my movement. I just want to sit there and just gnaw on this guy's face.
Okay.
Eye bone.
Okay, I'm gonna like poke through this little like channel thing and just kind of sneak a firebolt kind of like through that towards the one that's left.
Okay. Very good.
And roll like shit there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just you did yourself a favor by kind of like finding a good position, but with the body of the first large creature and everything going on, it's just difficult to find a good spot where you can find purchase.
No vantage point.
Damn it.
They gone on the grassy knoll.
Yep, that's it.
Alan, it's your go.
Okay. Yep, just gonna hit it with my sword.
It gets a +2, but that's not quite enough. As it, again, you just strike on the carapace, and it just glides off.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do. I'm just gonna keep standing here.
So the acid does recharge, and unfortunately, given all the damage you did to it last turn and you broke into its carapace, Cleese, it's gonna try and attempt to rain acid on you.
No, it's not.
So yeah, make a.
I disbelieve. Doesn't matter. I go down anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So you go down anyway, and that's all that this thing can do.
I do a hornpipe dance as I go down with that dex. Ooh.
Actually, this thing, yeah, even though it's an animal, it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna begin to burrow its way into this hill. You have an attack of opportunity if you wish, Alan.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make that then.
Make it good.
Yep. So as this thing like kind of spits acid and then like clicks around, sees that its you know
Oh,
fellow creatures are destroyed, begins to attempt burrowing in to the side of this this mine wall as you run it through. All right, and at this point we are out of combat.
And Cleese is on the ground.
Yeah, Cleese is on the ground. He's unconscious.
Okay, I'll shift back into Brandygore, and I'll go over and just give him a cure wounds.
All right, no problem.
woohoo!
Should we, what's
I
it
think
called?
we should do a short rest here.
I was about to say the same, we should rest here. Perhaps, how long do you figure we have all been down here? Maybe,
Oh, maybe an hour or so.
maybe?
Oh,
Yeah, not very long. We can probably, hang on, how long is a short rest actually? I forget.
hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an hour.
Say we rest here, explore for another hour after that, maybe 2, and then head back for the night at least. Go
Or
farther.
we could just
Sounds
camp
like a
down
plan.
here.
We could.
I don't like camping.
I don't
down
know
here
about
with
that.
burrowing creatures like that. There's something we
Yeah.
could look out for, but that thing could pop right underneath us when we're sleeping.
And it's not too far away to just walk back up.
Alrighty. Alright, so we'll try our short rest, see if we get it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the creature. Do I recognize what it is? Do I know what that
I was
is?
about to say the same thing. Yeah, can we
Make a,
recognize these?
you come from the south. You guys can just make a general nature check. You two,
Nature
because you have traveled a lot. Ed may know. Branagor, I probably wouldn't know what this is, as these kind of originate from the desert.
Thinking those things may make some good armor or a shield out of one of them. Good carapace.
Well, Branniger was looking for something hard to affix us in leather. We could grab some of that carapace.
You could definitely cut some parts off. I have a hand axe. I can chop some of that.
Might want to find whatever is in there that's making acid.
Yeah, you have no idea what these things are.
I don't think
literally
we want to play around with something that's maybe giving acid out.
if you guys wish to harvest or do anything of that nature, I would have you guys make a survival check.
I just
can I just fill one of my like vials full of the? Is there still like acid on the ground? No, I'd probably want it from that.
You could use a survival check to try and like find where the gland
Milk it.
is and essentially milk it. Yeah.
Could I do a survival check as well?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I was
say
about to-
I was gonna call Branagor over to help me do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say you guys can each use your own survival check. Um, and then Alan and Cleese, are you guys trying to do anything? Trying to harvest anything?
I want to.
Yeah, I was gonna try and get at it with a hand axe. Just try and not like look for the glands or anything. Just get some sizable chunks of the chitin that Brandagor might want to bring back.
I'm gonna get a piece that might look big enough to make a shield. That would be cool. So
All right, Ed. Yeah, you get enough. And it weighs about as much as a shield would weigh. So if you like literally just put another shield on your whatever, or there are abandoned mining carts you could probably like dump out. And
yeah, we'll put it in that for now. Catch it on the way back.
yeah, so Branagor, what are you looking for specifically? Ed, no problem with the piece. Radio, you just have a really hard time, like especially with it with like an axe. Like um, you might have better luck with like a bludgeoning sort of thing, but it's just not really working for you.
That's what I kind of, when Alan said that, I kind of want to work with Alan and try to just see if I could pinpoint certain things that would help with either a studded leather type deal, because I'm looking for something that can work as a clasp other than metal.
Yeah.
So some type of hard bone.
Wants to make Ankh
Yep.
buttons.
I mean, if you just like maybe smashed some of the chitin, you could maybe use some of that for studs and leather or something.
You could take.
Yeah, so you as you're doing that, you think to yourself like on the top part of the carapace where it's like extremely thick and extremely hard, you don't think that would really be what you want because it's a little like too thick. It might be more something akin to like a shield or like plate or something like that style of armor. So taking it kind of from the underbelly where it's a little thinner, you manage to get harvest enough from the creatures. I would say you have as much as you want, up to 30 pounds of like this slightly thinner chitin.
Is it chitin or chitin?
I've always said chitin, but I don't know.
I think it's chitin.
I thought
But
I heard chitin.
Both might be okay pronunciations. I'm not sure though.
Well, CH says choo choo where I come from.
The
Google
internet
says
says
chitin.
chitin. Yeah.
Yeah, the internet's wrong. It's always wrong.
It's
I heard on the internet Betty White's an immortal. You can only kill her by taking her head.
Yeah,
a
and
long chain of N-acetylglucosamine.
so Felix,
Yeah.
like you're kind of searching around in vain. Like one of the faces was mauled off by Branagor, or they've been crushed, or you just don't really know what you're looking for. So
Yeah.
as you're kind of reaching around in there and like inspecting and stuff, you can see like your fingers touch a little bit of caustic, and like you have to immediately wipe it on your clothes because you start to like briefly sting. You're like, oh fuck. But yeah, unable to like fill any vials or anything like that.
Shit. Well, we'll probably find more of these things, so.
Yeah, we can take more. Yeah, actually, from Cleese's idea, maybe I can grab a nice enough chunk, maybe have some kind of curries.
When we head back tonight, it might be worth dragging one of these bodies out. How big are these? Are these
These are
heavy enough
they're
that would be
large size creatures. They're like fairly big. I think it might
So-
even say in the monster manual like how much they weigh or something.
yeah? So probably unless we had the
You mentioned
horse or something
plate.
to
Could they
drag
make
it.
like scale armor or something out of that too? Or would it be as good as metal? Or
Possibly. You're not sure. I as like a thickness comparison.
no, just as I'm looking at the shield, I'm like, I wonder if it's probably not going to give any like bonuses or anything, but it'll look cool as hell, is what I'm thinking.
Just playing too much Monster Hunter.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see if we get our long rest here.
Short.
Rest. Yeah. So I can get some hit dice.
Yeah. I'm looking up how much these creatures actually weigh.
You said there's mine carts, right? So those are on tracks. If we can at least get it onto a cart, we can push it most of the way back, probably.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, it would take a little bit. These creatures, just so you have an average, they're about 800 pounds
Ooh. Each.
each.
Yeah.
Maybe with the 4 of us, we can get it on top of a minecart at least, so that it's only dragging a bit as we push it back.
Okay, yeah, I'll help with that.
Yeah, on our way back, though. I don't think we need to do that at the moment.
Not right now. But yeah, for now, short rest.
Yeah, a little bit of a break.
All right, not a problem.
Pop some hit dice.
So yeah, you guys should have seen. It was super awesome. We played the Tuesday game last night, and I made a map for their thing too, and it worked out super well because it was like almost all based off like the lighting and the mood.
Oh, that's cool.
So like it really ended up working out because like light wise they weren't very prepared.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was just very dramatic, and yeah, it was cool.
That's all my hit dice. I'm going to pop Arcane Recovery to get back level 2 spell slot.
Very good.
Let's see. Second one
Yeah.
comes back from a short
Yeah.
rest. Yep. Okay.
I mean, preparation is fun. We have plenty of stuff to deal with light, but having atmospheric, having that as a party kind of weakness is nice and atmospheric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this lighting.
How big is the Tuesday group again? I forget.
It was 6, and then Ryan left, so it's now 5. Which I think things went a lot smoother with 5. So I think that's
6
what I'm
is a bit much.
I really only did it because Iceman really wanted this guy to join, and I was like, I suppose. So I'm not super sad to see him go, just because he was kind of a dick, to be honest. Like I was trying to work with him, but he's kind of a dick. So, oh well. All right, so everybody has their awesome stuff.
Yep.
In that Sentinel or whatever it is, you're sure you don't have to do anything. You can put that mark on as many people as you want, unlimited amount of times, because that seems like very.
I know definitely the attacks, like making that response attack, that's limited. I only get 3 of those per long rest. I've used 1 so far, but let me read through it real quick, just out loud. Starting at 3rd level, you can menace your foes, foiling their attacks and punishing them for harming others. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can mark the creature until the end of your next turn. This effect ends early if you are incapacitated or you die, or if someone else marks the creature. While it is within 5 feet of you, a creature marked by you has disadvantage on any attack while it doesn't target you. There's nothing saying there's a limit at all on how many times I can put the mark, but you can make this special attack a number of times equal to your strength modifier, and you regain all expended uses of it when you finish a long rest. So the attack is limited to 3.
So the attack. Yep.
Marks are unlimited.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Again, I've never ran for a player that has that, so I just want to make sure that I know what it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And the disadvantage effect, only works as long as it's within 5 feet of me, and only if it's attacking someone else.
Very good. So, yeah, you guys are left among the remains of these various humanoids as you take this long rest and or not long rest, short rest, and attempt to chip at the chitin.
All right.
As we're resting, and after everyone uses their hit dice, does anyone need a little bit more to be topped off?
I'm good.
I think we're good for
perfectly
now.
good.
Save it in case we
Okay.
fall.
All right, so I suppose we can explore another couple of branches before we head out. At the very least, a couple of branches.
That sounds good.
Yep, you're free to do what you wish.
Okay. Oh, my light's gone. Something has stolen my light away from me.
I think
Little
you
light of
literally just
mine.
deleted. I gave you another one. It's down here.
Ah, okay. I was like, what? I was like,
It's
wait.
not a light, it's a will-o-wisp. Watch out. Are we at the point where we're going to start sending the owl, or maybe up this crack over here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and send Orbit into here before we start just wandering in.
Okay. Flapping around. Are you just doing like a quick glance to view like the shape?
Oh,
Like
sorry,
this
my
is
mic was
where we're
down.
going, or are you like investigating, or
I'm pretty much just looking for threats. Threats or anything clearly of note.
go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Did I roll it right? Yeah. Okay. And is he? Do I get advantage or is it just high?
He has advantage.
Yes, I do have advantage. So it's the 17.
I believe if you go into the owl sheet, you should just be able to
Oh, I know.
click it.
It did it too. Wait.
Oh, there's a perception button, so it just does it to you.
Yeah, but it did to
Yeah.
it's
So
me to
okay,
wait.
so when I did it, it was a 16 and a 9 because it's to me. All right. I'll fix that later. Let me make a note.
Yeah, okay.
So what did you get for numbers?
15 and 17.
Okay.
Don't know much different.
So, as you're looking around, like you don't see any more of these creatures like popped up right now, but you do see like there's lots of little like cracked open little like eggs, and you can see a lot of these like burrows where when these creatures burrow, it's almost like they kind of collapse the tunnel behind them a little bit, so it's just like loose dirt. It's not just like one giant hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I've certainly been here. See some eggs. So maybe a nest of some sort.
That's concerned.
And it
But
looks like there's a path up and a path down at this point.
okay, but nothing moving so far.
Nothing I can see moving now.
Eggs. Breakfast.
So where do I see those eggs?
You see like just scattered around, like there doesn't seem to be like any necessarily like rhyme or reason. Like you see like a couple over here and like a couple against this wall, and they're just occasionally you'll see like 2 or 3 of them.
Hmm.
And you see other various remains.
Yeah, so definitely these are the things that took out the miners and other groups here.
Are
Nasty.
the eggs? The eggs are they obviously like the thing that we just encountered?
They may be. I mean, they're clearly like weird insect-looking eggs. So
Are they hordas?
How big are the eggs?
the eggs are probably about. Oh geez, like even the eggs are gonna be big. Yeah, so the eggs are probably about, I don't know, a quarter to a third of the size of the full-grown creature.
Wow, these are big, big suckers.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a smashing.
So, yeah, if we can't grab them. Well,
Mhm.
smashing may draw.
I was
Them.
about to say maybe we should just poke our heads around, make sure there's no obvious places that they may come rushing from. But I agree, we should destroy these.
Maybe do a fire and cook them then.
I can do that. At range, too.
Perhaps you could save one as well. Bring it back with the corpse. Put it in a mine cart gently.
See if we can, yeah. So let's, I guess, look around before we start screwing with these eggs.
I'm just gonna keep venturing, just kind of wandering my way, staying kind of along this right wall, moving up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of. So this dead ends as well.
I see. Okay. And there's still just like eggs just kind of along the walls as we're coming up and down this area.
Yeah, here and there. There's not like thousands of eggs, but every maybe 10, 20 feet, sometimes further, sometimes closer. There's just like you see there are usually small groupings of like 2, 3.
Okay.
Couple dozen eggs.
Yeah, there's still like dozens or maybe in low hundred eggs.
Yeah, so far what you've seen is probably about, maybe a couple dozen eggs.
We see some more corpses?
Yeah.
Can we check those out?
Loot. I mean, just redistribution of wealth.
I'm gonna like poke around, see if these ones also all are like acid burnt.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And did you say you were trying to investigate the remains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make
yeah.
make an investigation check. You don't seem to find anything of consequence. Alan, you pick up um, like a couple of rings, just like they appear to be like one silver, one gold, like a wedding band.
Okay.
Let's send down. Yeah, so we got more. Another kind of dead end, and then a couple more ways back into that center chamber.
All right. Well, I think then we'll destroy what we can of the eggs, take what we want, and head back up.
Is there anything different of note in this room down here?
It appears to all be kind of like it's all very similar. Like you see along these edges, it's the same kind of deal.
Okay.
And you do see like little spots like in the wall and like on the ground that looks like the dirt is loose. Like these creatures have definitely been burrowing around. Like you saw it up there where you just were.
Let's hold here, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Cleese, let's hold here, wait for Orbit to check out this much wider section that
Do you want to
continues
clear
into.
some of the eggs down here, or do you want to explore more south?
Well, let's just clear out these very large sections, just make sure that there's not any more of those things that are gonna come charging when we start breaking these eggs.
Well, my concern is they're burrowing. So I'm not sure a cursory scoot through. Okay, this is a large area, a number of different paths.
I see. Well then, yeah, maybe we should deal with the eggs. On our way back, we can explore that one path we didn't take, and then tomorrow we can explore this larger section, maybe?
Well, that sounds doable.
Do you agree with that, please?
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, well, I guess we should get started on destroying the eggs. I think you said you could just start burning them, keep it a bit quieter.
Yeah, at least that keeps us physically away from them while they're doing it.
That's true.
I'll do some necrotic.
I'm gonna. Can I look around and find like an area that is kind of a little bit away from the like disturbed ground?
The disturbed ground and the eggs kind of go hand in hand, but you mean like where you're standing when you are firing off?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see like various throughout here, like just a smattering every now and again. There's a disturbed patch, but it's mostly like around the wall areas and around like where the eggs are located. You can see like a lot of this disturbed earth.
Okay, I'm gonna stand like kind of in the middle then, if it's kind of concentrated around the walls. And then,
Yeah, the walls and like the base of the walls, like on the ground as well, but like around like the edges.
We're just
There's
trying to
some in the
stand
middle.
somewhere where there's nothing that's burrowed up before.
we don't want to get. Yeah, I'd prefer not to be near their previous paths if they start popping out.
We should start near the far end up there. Wouldn't want to block our sight with smoke as we work our way back.
Agreed. I'm gonna stand like here, and I'm well within my range. I have an absurd range. Cleese, do you want to come up to at least be close to us while we're doing this?
All right, and I'll do the
Okay.
chill touch on them too. I'll freeze them and key them, and he can burn them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start sending out firebolts to start at the far end, and
All right, so ping out where you're gonna do it. I would say Felix, you can. You might have to have the owl move up a little bit unless you can see all the way over there, up at the far end.
oh yeah, okay, I'll have the owl move up a bit, and I'll kind of pop. I'll kind of use him to kind of aim, I guess.
I use him to cast the cantrips.
Yeah, I'd say you can probably do that. Nobody else, unless you physically walk up there, you can't see that far. You know what I mean? The only reason Felix can see is because he's kind of like using the owl as his eyes.
Yep.
So
So
I'm
Felix,
not
go
saying-
ahead and use your owl to cast the cantrips, and let the owl burn them all.
Okay, firebolt. Just sending a bunch down. Do you want me to roll for him, or just?
Yeah, go ahead and roll because. Yeah, go ahead and roll 6.
little below average.
So yeah, no problem. So out of 6, 4 of them you kind of like start shooting in these um, fire bolts, just like, and a couple of them like break in. They don't like catch fire or anything, but you can see like you've penetrated the thicker shell of the egg, and it's just kind of like oozing out like this nasty ambiotic whatever. And after your 6 shots, you hear a cacophony of like skittering noises.
You ready?
Alrighty.
Are there any loose patches of dirt where we're standing right now that they might come out of?
Yeah, there's some here, and they're a lot more common like along the walls and like within 5 maybe 10 feet of the walls.
Okay.
So you guys have a brief second where they're kind of like tunneling up, so I would say you guys could position yourself kind of the way you want to be, like having like a movement.
Okay, and they sound like they're all coming from like this area above us, or are they also coming from the area below us?
Make a perception
Get a
check.
movement and
Okay, perception check.
I'm kind of pointing out the 3 that I see through orbit.
They seem to just be coming from where you attacked up in front.
Okay.
movement and 1 action.
Brandagor, try and stay close to me so that I can help ward off any of them if they're attacking you. Same with you, Cleese. Just try and keep a bit of a line with me in the middle.
Before I
Come
get
on.
next to, I want to shape into a bear again, and can I hold an action? And if something pops up near me, can I just jump on it?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll let you guys all have 1 full turn. I'll say you guys can have 1 full turn. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, Cleese, do you want to move to my left over here so that we have like a line where
Where
I
are
can
you
try and
at?
keep. I'm right below you.
Which one are you?
The horse guy.
I with the cloak or the horse? The horse? Okay.
Yeah, come
Oh,
to
This is
left
for-
it so that
what are you wearing for armor?
I'm wearing a chainmail.
Mail? Alright. This is for you so you can run up in between them too.
Alright,
Okay.
so Branagor, I rolled your initial for you. I just want to make sure everybody's on the tracker. And Alan. Great.
Okay.
Yeah, just try and stay somewhere where anything that has to attack you stays within 5 feet of me, if you can, like manipulate like that.
Who's this guy down here?
That's Felix.
Yeah, the mage guy. So I'm going to use my action to point my diamond ring at, let's say, that one, and cast a chill or a cold, I don't know, whatever, cold chromatic orb.
Okay. Just want to make sure you get the range for it. Is
Oh,
it
yeah,
20
long
feet?
range?
180 feet with my stuff, with my spell sniper or
Spell
whatever.
sniper.
Okay, no problem. Fortunately, an 11 is not enough to hit.
Yeah, all bad.
As you kind of strike the ground around it, and it kicks up this dirt as it's crawling out. So everybody moved, you shapeshifted, and you're holding it in action for if something comes up to you.
Oh wait, friggin',
Yeah.
I don't want to be lined up with you guys.
Yeah, you probably do. You want to be maybe over here with your back to the wall or something.
Just somewhere where
Okay.
things have to go past us to get to you.
They have a spray acid line attack. I want them to be able to hit all of us with it.
That's very true.
Orbits.
Cleese, when you can, try and move to form like a wider line, maybe.
Alright, so if everybody's all set, it's now go time, so these things have crawled up out
They
of
get a 5-foot wide line, so as long as we're more than 5 feet away from each other, they shouldn't be able to hit both of us unless they come down at us. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So
How far away are they?
Cleese's go. It should say with the ruler, but I think the closest one is like 60 or so.
60 feet.
All right, well, I
Yeah.
will chill touch the closest one.
Can you see
Yeah,
it?
can we see them?
Like I say, I'm pointing
if
out
you
kind of
can't-
where, but if you can't,
I can see everything. If you can't see
no.
them, then you can't see
It-
them.
Then I'll wait till one comes into range and then chill touch it. That I can.
Okay. Very good.
Next.
Yeah, so like I said, yeah, if you can't see it, like that's the whole purpose of the lighting
Up
is
there's 4 of them. Oh man,
yeah.
I'm running away.
large creatures and trying to move. Where he was is fine. Alright. So can you guys see the creature from here?
Yep.
Okay, so
There we go.
you go ahead and you do your thing so it blasts.
I hit it for 1 point. Hooray!
Okay. And then I just have to see what its range is. I think it's 30 feet.
$30 feet long. Yeah.
Yeah, so it can only hit Alan. It's not really gonna perceive the owl as a threat. So yeah, it's gonna go ahead and just do its thing at Alan. It's gonna do its poison spray.
I walk around and I go, hoo, I'm an owl, I'm no
Acid
threat.
spray. So go ahead and make a DC 13 dexterity check. So you take 7. And then it's your go.
Okay, well,
And technically, yeah, you guys don't know that there's. Oh, I suppose Orbit would have saw that there was 4, and then Felix could have said, "Shit, I see 4." So we'll say you know
Yeah,
that
I was
there's
gonna
4,
point out.
but you don't know where they are exactly.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and, since they seem like they're far away, seeing as I only see the one, I'm gonna just move my longsword, just like kind of hold it in the same hand as my shield, kind of awkwardly, and pull one of my hand axes off my belt and toss that at him for disadvantage.
Okay, so yeah, it just kind of like knocks against the chitin at this distance, like just lacking just a bit of power to really sink in
Okay.
as it clatters to the ground.
And yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna hold the line for now.
Okay, so this one is move up and dash because it can't like come up and spray. Alright, I think this might be enough. Can't really see the bear from here. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Alan's going to spray at you as well. So make another dex check. You take 10 acid damage. And then it's Felix. Your go.
Just out of range of that stuff. Actually, I'll pop my spell slot and send another Scorching Ray. I guess I'm gonna send them all at that one.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Nice, dude. Dude.
Make up for all those
all of those hit. I need to make sure. I think that kills it. 18.
Oh, jeez. I rolled well on damage, too.
Yeah. 18.
2,
Yeah,
6, 3.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh,
to kill.
each of those
Punch,
has a 6.
Yeah. If you hadn't
Jesus.
if you hadn't have attacked all the one, it wouldn't be a one-shot kill. But yeah, you just like you unleash all your arcane fury, and you're like as these things just like penetrate its like neck and head region, and just like and it writhes on its back, and its legs kind of curl up.
That worked. I'm gonna have Orbit back out a bit, and I'm gonna move like a space back. Very happy with myself. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Branagor, your go.
Okay, since Alan was trying to trying to get us to be all together, I'm gonna like peek my head around and see. Well, I already see the two, and then I see this third one, so I'm just gonna like move back around here and just turn and face them, and just hold my action. And if they come in range, I'll attack them.
Okay.
48.
All right. So, I think I accidentally took this guy's turn at the same time. So, Cleese, your go.
Ooh.
I kind of like just
All
did
right.
all the movement for all of them, and okay.
All right, I will move over to here. So you know what? No, they can't get us in spray. I'll go. I will still touch this one. It hasn't come off to me yet.
Okay, that hits.
That does it for me.
Alan.
Okay, since it's my turn. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to hold the line, and I'm going to I'm gonna dodge. So yeah, if anything comes at me, hopefully, if they spit any more acid, I'll have an advantage on that dex throw.
Nice. So this one, I'm trying to think. So only 2 of them spit. So this one did not because it dashed. So this one does have its spit. It sees Cleese kind of making an attack, so it's going to spit at you, Cleese. Let me make sure
Oh,
if it's in range. Yep. So
uh-huh.
So make a dexterity check. On a fail, you take 11, or you take 5 on a save. You save, so you take 5. And it's
What's
going
the DC on it?
to 13.
Okay,
so you
just made it.
Yeah. So this thing is just gonna like skitter up to here. For this one, this one's gonna skitter up as well. It is going to use its acid spray. Probably at Cleese, yeah, because Cleese is attacking. This other thing looked defensive. go ahead, make another dex. Same thing, so you take 11 this time. And all these creatures at this point have used their thing, so.
Hey guys, I distracted him. Your turn.
And then it's Felix, your go.
Okay. Do you want to move up and try this, or? Yeah. I'm feeling cocky at the moment. So I'm gonna move up a couple feet, and I'm gonna take out my arcane crystal and like reach up in like a grasping motion, and cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on that one, on that guy. As a earthen fist comes up and tries to grab it. It makes a DC 13 Strength save.
And it's restrained. That's really good. Is that a cantrip?
Yeah. No,
There's
that's
no-
a level. That's my level 2 spell.
I was gonna say there's no way that's a cantrip. That's
No.
one of the new ones, right?
Yeah, that's from Xanthar's.
Okay, it's this middle one you said, and it's a save.
Yeah,
Strength. Ooh.
13 Strength.
No, it got a nat one, so it is restrained, and it also takes
Takes
2.
2 damage. So any attacks on it have advantage. I think melee. Yep. Melee and has disadvantage on some.
All right, I'm
Restrained.
gonna give him the net for restrained. All right, 10-4. And Brandagor, it's your go.
Okay. I want to take advantage of this, so I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna move up to right there and get in their faces, and I'm gonna attack the one that's restrained.
Okay, advantage. Advantage it up. So a 17 and a 13. The 13 unfortunately does not succeed. But the 17
Okay.
does.
Okay, and again, I'm just going for his. Yeah, I'm gonna go for his face again, just trying to tear at his mandibles.
Okay. So this one that's slightly separated from the pack here, he's gonna see if his thing recharges. It does, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's gonna try and do a straight line and get Cleese and Felix.
Okay. Dex save. Damn.
Whoa, okay, 15.
And I need to make a constant. Is that just?
Oh, your shield's gone now. Shield of faith.
I need to make a. Is that just a con check of my concentration?
Concentration for what, though?
The hand is concentration.
Oh, yes, so go ahead and make it. It's just straight Constitution. It's against, for you it'd be 10, DC 10. Okay.
Okay.
So
Keep it.
what it is it's either DC 10 or half of the damage, whichever is more.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you take it and you're like, ah, fuck, and you retain grasped. And Cleese, it's your go. Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
You down? Oh, you got hit by a bunch of those, didn't you?
Oh, one away from getting back up.
Great, so that's one success. Alan.
Getting
Okay.
knocked down.
I'm gonna run right up there And let's see. First I'm gonna make an attack at the one that's grasped.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna put an unwavering mark on it. And then, yeah,
Did your
bonus action. Huh?
Did
Sorry.
your action surge reset?
It's those
Short rest.
Short rest, which you got, so you do have an action surge as well.
But I'm not gonna do the action surge. I'm gonna do a second wind actually to heal myself up again. What is that again? That is a 1d10 plus 3.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I have nothing else to do. I'm just standing here to block.
Oh my fuck, dude.
TPK.
Pretty much. It's actually like, even though I don't even think he can hit Felix.
right with him.
Barely.
Would that originate off of that spot or the spot of the creature?
Probably like here. So hypotenuse wise he can't. Okay, so he's not gonna use it. Now that they've kind of like done, like the front line has come forward, he's just gonna go ahead and he's just gonna bite you. He's just gonna go ahead and bite the bear. 10, so miss.
Oh, nice. It's not often that you don't get hit as a bear.
Yeah, for real. What's the next creature? So this creature that's restrained, yeah, he's going to. Can he make a DC against that?
Yeah, he can try to break out with a DC 13 strength.
That's what he's gonna do, but that takes his action.
Yep.
You know what? It's gonna attack with disadvantage at Alan, who's trying to like attack while it's down. It's just gonna like bite. So 15, which I believe does not hit you.
Nope.
All right.
Not even. Oh wait, no, that 20 actually would have hit.
Felix, you go.
I'm going to use my action to make the hand crush, and it makes another strength save to see if it takes full or half of that damage.
So strength, you got a 15.
Okay, so he takes half of the. So he takes 3 damage.
Okay, is he still restrained?
Yes, this is a separate
Okay.
thing. As an action, you can add the hand to crush, which makes savings throw. The target takes 2d6. Bludgeoning on a failed, or half as much on a success. To break out, the restrained target uses its action. Yeah. And I'm gonna. How far can I get away from this creature and still be in range?
180 feet.
It doesn't help. Well, I need to stay in 30 foot for the thing. I'm just gonna stay where I am.
All right, Branagor.
Okay, I want to keep taking advantage of this guy that's in the
Restrained.
the restrained guy. So I take some attacks at him.
10-4. Ooh, that advantage, man. Yeah, you get both of them. That's 18 damage. That's enough to do it.
16.
Sweet. Okay.
16. Yes, 16 is still enough to do it. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, go through it.
As I'm ripping through them, can I know you said it'd be difficult terrain, but could I? Do I want to move? No.
Difficult terrain,
Actually,
you
I'll,
can still move over it. It just takes double the movement to do so. So each square would be 10 feet instead of 5.
Okay. I'm just gonna move just around him a bit, like this, and I'll stay there.
All right. So this creature is going to just bite Alan. Even if he gets his recharge, he's going to bite. 16, which I don't believe hits you.
Nope.
And it does not recharge. Cleese, make another death saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
So that's 2 successes. Alan, your go.
Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stand here so that it's not getting past me, and I'm gonna make a, yeah, I'm just gonna make an attack with my longsword. And I'm gonna action surge it too and try again.
Okay. Alright, because you have advantage on both. Unfortunately, a 13 is not enough to do it.
Wait, do I have advantage for this?
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I whiff on both of those.
Good try, good try. Batter up. Did I lose anybody?
Yeah, are
No.
you still talking, Dylan? Because we're not hearing you if you're. Oh, well, we don't hear you.
Weird that's doing it partially way through.
Yeah.
My internet just totally cut out like 2 minutes ago, and I had to refresh everything.
Can I
Ranagar.
choose? Can I do a like? Can I choose a claw or a bite?
Do either are.
Not sure if the bears do that or if you hit with the claws,
Okay.
then you get the bite. Or
Okay, I'm gonna do the claw. Okay, that was not the right button. Whatever. I'll do a bite.
Okay. Well, honestly, this